玩虚空就等输而已。
我们有9爱妃啊。亚飞太恶心了啦，2把鬼手，而且还有1把是金的。
碎啊，95哥被我揍下去了。95哥直接爆体身亡的啦。在上球啊，那个95。
我直接被送下去了。
Let's go。
解体。
新加坡走起。
哇，干久德嘛！哎，你天使怎么给这2个装备啊？
没有装备啊，懂不懂？
我想说你怎么不给鬼手？天使要2把鬼手才强啊
Match found。
我反正天使不是主 C， 我主 C 是奎恩。
哦，奎恩。但是奎恩好像就是没必要跟那个德玛西亚吃饭的。2星阿里，9爱 OBS 9德玛，我相信德玛会赢。
他打的是我的分身呢。
哎，他3星大东哎。
哎呀，都一击。
你知道吗？他这样超恶，2把鬼锁，超恶心。啊，奎恩3星吗？3星奎恩。你有信心拼过他亚飞吗？
应该是拼不过亚飞啦，还是会被他秒啊。他亚飞快死，他亚飞快死了，再跳一下，哦呦，钻地板，钻地板，亚飞死了，下去了，
那他就没了。
再见。19连胜，好爽！
你都没输过，
从头赢到尾
你
，92滴。
我挂机就让你那么顺利哦。
该验牌了哦。
What has kingdom done to this town?
线还在。
However pretty their lies are, they're just sucking my city dry.
Hello.
没有。What's up, bro? What's up, bro?
Just need this over joining here. On my first.
Sure.
I'm gonna one with the books after. Going B.
Where's the low?
Reloading. Reloading. Spike down B.
Walking off.
Quiet now. One enemy remaining.
Hook on.
Hook 好好。
Death is cold, friend.
nice。啊，你们打完了？
好呢，
啊，奥斯卡赢了。
对吧？
开玩笑，揍爆！
你从头赢到尾是？
对，没19连胜啊，
啊？19就可以结束掉整场了？
结束啊！
你拿到升级啊？
我没有升级啊，我拿那个。
你满血到赢？你应该不是满血吧？
他9德嘛，
没有满血92，
哦
被录2次
哦
，92滴。
他9德嘛。
我拿那个
best
魔法加死，然后
Right shot. Smoking shower.
我们
反正我没有拿升级类的。
9德玛。
嗯，
但为什么玩德玛都好烂哦？我觉得要开地马转能开到干。你是开到2个德玛转了？
我拿对啊，没有，因为这个德玛西亚他会给你知识卷轴。
哦，你那个场地的、啊。
对啊，然后我又拿到一个那个，然后我开就开到，我拿投资报酬、能力值大补包跟反魔法因石加锁，就是一顶皇冠，然后我上8，直接9德玛。
啊你是抓那个什么魔道凯撒去装德玛吧？
Take
没有，
outside
我装
these
剑魔
cameras.
装德玛，然后那个泡面头装德玛，因为我没有烧，我抓泡面头，然后用2个缩小化跟1个烧。
因为我看他们德玛，然后杀戮超强，地马杀戮超猛，
地马杀戮很强啊，
超强。
但是我不用那个啊，我不要那个什么魔豆啊，我用那个。
那时候我就是看他们带魔豆，又带那个什么雷克萨，开4杀戮还几杀戮？
我放剑魔啊，
剑魔也是杀戮啊。
然后我杀戮转给那个啊，泡面头啊，我
Joining
泡面
shower.
头带杀戮转跟那个啊德玛转。
这样有开到6杀吗？
这样4杀戮，有魔法4杀戮。
Raise it here. Behind the cupboard.
A 圈是房主开不了啊。
One enemy remaining.
还是我们重开。
你们重开啊。low。
วันนี้พี่เลยนะ
No more.
Keep taking this seriously, even if they aren't.
你的朋友，
这是我哥，
哦，你的
他哥叫什么你知道吗？让你猜，
不知道，
一个叫范佐豪，一个叫什么？猜不到
犯贱，
啊？
不知道，
他说犯贱呢。完了，范佐豪要呛你。
对，奥斯卡叫范佐豪。
Be faster.
这是哪个？
Two sharp.
One shard.
当然是皇冠啊。
Smoking or shower?
Spikes
Spy
here.
here，spy here。
And spikes here. 3.
I'm going shower.
Give me S，give me S。
Going to reach.
Okay.
I'll
Fuck.
Scanning ahead.
Okay, nice shot.
No more doubts. We're ready.
是在靠腰。
Where are you?
Shard. Cypher.
Kirby。
watching short.
第三赢，有 shot。
Yeah, go.
I know exactly where you are.
One enemy remaining.
Elbow.
Running ball.
Yeah, on my ping, on my ping.
Molly!
I'm white the bomb.
I'm droning.
Deploying drone.
Wait. He doesn't know.
Take off. Nice.
Where?
Pay attention. Might learn something.
Thank you.
Need a drop. Thanks.
Right here.
Can you go upper?
Right here.
Deep breath. Shotgun.
One down.
Stim beacon down.
Shower, I think.
Molly!
Revealing area.
Reloading. Launching smoke.
Stay down.
Nice.
Reloading.
Spike down A.
Right here.
One enemy remaining. Flawless.
Ace. Nothing.
If you're not a good shot today, don't worry. There are other ways.
你们这场场地选到什么？
食物战士。
哦，
赫兹，你锅铲要放上去啊！你起手皇冠的。
没有啊，我放
Here B 不卡。
我放啊，
Yeah, I'm going B.
有吗？
我合作嘛。给什么副
哦，
I saw. Sorry. I saw.
我想说这个场地你要给那个啊装一个锅铲，他会喂吃东西
Cypher。leg.
他会加血了，
对啊，他会喂你吃那个普罗点心。
但是其实也加没多少血啊。
给什么副歌？
I'm too far.
Watching short.
Maybe B.
Tripwire cage trigger.
Soaking hookah.
I think it's B.
One enemy
shot.
remaining.
Back.
Spike
Yeah, I'm
planted.
waiting.
I'll drone first. Wait, I'll drone.
Deploying drone. Scanning ahead.
Elbow. I think elbow. Okay. He out.
Prepare for hellfire!
Spawn.
Hold on to your head.
Sorry.
Last player standing.
I have this.
Maybe.
I think no time.
Clutch.
这场很多苏瑞玛哦，会不要想清楚。
我都苏瑞。
哎，阿土没有
Hell
玩，
yeah, Brimstone. The best
Ah, tulad
defense
ko dyan.
is a good offense.
对啊，
都没发现他，
他是没有玩是不是？
他 DC 都不见了，
你们双排啊？
4个人。
啊有谁啊？
阿七呀，
阿七也在玩，
不，
阿土哎，
就跟你说他人不见了没？你听不懂是不是？
不是啊，我说他有没有在游戏里面呢？
没有。
没有没，他
那你就
人就不见了。
你就说这样就好了，直接靠腰。
谁在靠腰？ 妈的，靠腰还靠背嘞！
你这废物闭嘴啊，乐色！
靠背靠步。
I hit Raze.
哇，太狠了。
Razor short, right?
Yeah, sure.
Duck.
Oh my goodness! Two.
干嘛啦？干嘛？
Raze
Two there.
minus 80. You can just chill aside.
Yeah. Listening to A. 干，真没给他一
I
发
have
头。
walk out for power. Just clear bench.
I can smoke. Okay.
One short. For sure.
Shower.
Both.
Nice.
Nice.
We got 5. That's bingo.
What the fuck? Let's smoke.
I'll teach them to respect their elders.
Stay safe. What's this?
等下怎么有2个皇冠呢？操！这个人有2个皇冠呢，还有一个锅铲。
They have you, huh?
One more. Two.
Yeah, you have.
One more. They have my back.
One enemy
what?
remaining.
Triple. Brimstone.
Not one left standing.
Nice. 那这边干你，不吓到。
Stuff has malfunctioned yet. Need a drop. Can we celebrate that? Thanks.
Thank you, ball. Hey guys, from Singapore.
操，这个人3个皇冠，
不会。
Let's fly.
哎，
Zoning.
Zoning where?
Zoning short.
Nowhere to run!
Second out.
Fire in the hole.
I'm dead.
Ah, fuck.
奇木卡卡西有3个皇冠，
那个人是遇到过。
I know exactly where you are.
Spike
Bench.
planted.
Bench. Default. 60 on Cypher bench.
Lock in sight.
Someone is A.
Bench and 2 default side.
Last player standing.
Nice.
Nice
shot.
try.
Sorry.
We're here because we're the best. Don't any of you forget that.
One thing, one trip and aim. What side are you holding, bro?
Can you press drop? Thank you.
Revealing area.
I'm gonna help B as well.
Stim beacon down.
Just care
I'm
shower.
smoking hookah.
In.
Spike planted.
Oh, here. Free kill.
Brim low. Hookah one.
Last player standing.
One side, one long, one hookah.
One here.
Yeah. Garden. Nice try.
Last round in the half.
Nothing will be saved after this. Use it.
I'll go.
That's a. Just play off my trap.
Okay.
Get like 1 or 2 or something.
Care Brim OK。
完蛋了，饭又好八屋了。
Wait, no sound.
Spike drop outside. Hey.
Prepare for hellfire.
Yeah, play off my trap.
冲下去了。
The hunt begins.
靠背啊。Shower one.
Right here.
Fuck, Reyna, you have
I care. Blocking sight.
Last player standing.
Two side. Two go back.
They went to get the spikes.
30 seconds left.
Where is everyone?
Switching sides.
We gotta pick
Nice
and
one.
move
Nice
it.
one. Nice one.
Bruh. No, that's not real. That's not real.
Bro, I think you heard it,
Here.
but you out.
Right here.
Nice try.
right here.
Keep it up.
Backside.
Yeah, backside.
I got you one. Okay, shot.
Plan.
Okay, shower side.
Molly,
Spike carrier is killed.
Spike down A.
A lot, so many here.
B.
No, I can't.
One close one.
Last player standing.
Nice try.
Win. Show me where to go.
Go B. Play slow.谁拿升级？拿到狗啊！
风之火。
干畜生啊！升级！
他拿升级不升级，被我揍爆了。
那是北七啊！
我还把他打下去
Take。shot control.
他拿升级不知道在干嘛，不买经验，一直低盘。
Jump down.
干这干嘛拿升级啊 ？Let's go.
Launching
Let's
smoke.
go. 上啊！
有没有小萨米拉？
Bro, the Cypher is so lucky.
靠背啊！
What the fuck? Nah.
Nice try.
有畜生啊！
Unlucky.
I think you can go A. Just not like.
Okay, I go shower. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe Cypher and I don't know Jet or Ace go.
I can go shower.
还在地牌不升级，我干。
Yeah.
I'll util short. We can get to you. Hold on. I'm gonna come. Coming. Might
You know what to do.
I think the short guy should wait for the shower crunch. Let's go. Wait.
超爽的，刷到一张贝尔维斯。
My eyes are down.
I'm gonna start drilling.
哦，这个人的建模是坦克，兵甲龙牙跟暗夜收割者，
I'm gonna smoke.
看起来有够强。
Here.
One heaven. Nothing there. Nothing.
Care bench.
Carry you home. Carry you.
See ya.
I'm 1 HP.
Feed you home.
到9法师了。
On you home.
1 HP you home.
Here.
Kill you home.
I'm going you home.
Yeah, shotgun. Sleep.
Smoking heaven.
Reloading.
Sniper down.
One more. Nice shot. Heaven one.
One enemy remaining.
Yo dead.
Reloading.
No time. Can go safe.
Go dead.
Oh no. Nice shot.
We
Nice.
retry the same old tricks.
我人气没有认真看，有人在站起啊。
I can go with Jet and Shine. I'll start.
Pushing.
I have the spike. Revealing area. Take flight.
Sova, you hold.
Okay.
There was nothing close, right? Nothing close, right?
You hold one. Hey, so far. Aye.
Oh, he's out.
One more.
Ah, one more.
Nice one.
Someone is
I think
A.
you can.
Yeah, time me.
Last player standing.
No, we don't have that.
Nice one.
We could have landed there, to be honest.
My bad.
Nothing. I reload. They are pushing.
Watch them run when lit by my sonar. That's when we strike.
Right here. Right here.
Reloading.
Safety's off.
我操，你快90了，真的假的？
真的。
Raze pushing.
Oh, I missed it.
你跟我哥一样，很喜欢把皇冠放上去。
Over here. Up. Ding.
Let's go.
Satchel out. Block the side.
Oh my god.
Else ready.
Last player standing.
Nice try.
My smokes can block the enemy's line of sight. Once they're
显黑
blind,
很大。I think play slow.
哎，你哥的一直被我踢出去啊！
I think we should just start faking B.
Yeah, play slow.
Let them rotate here, then we TP and land A.
你哥的一直被我踢出去，好悲。
Raze is up by the way. So, Cypher, can you come down?
I think ref shower. Yeah.
no
Nice shot.
chance.
Nice, good job.
你哥玩70，那个
One more. Nice.
Nice.
Go shower take on。
靠背那是我啦，阿哥是扮又好。
笑死，你到底是怎样？七七你可以认成又好，哎呢。
Sorry。
七底哦。
I broke his rib。
左七底，右七底。
OK， 认错了。
左侦查，右侦查。
喂
，Adrian，赫兹把你女朋友暴揍。
哪有？
真假？赫兹，你是长这副德性的？
没有，那个不是我、啊。
你怪我平常都对你下手太重，对不对？现在
没有，怎么会？
他是为了专心看你直播。
哦，原来用心良苦啊！误会误会。
Nice, good trade.
右后右后 ，yeah。
So far, by the way. Cypher play safe.
Yeah, 右后。
Camera taken out.
Last player standing.
Oh, playtime, playtime.
Nowhere to run.
What the fuck?
I am the hunter.
Thrifty.
Aww.
That guy's dumb, bro.
They
What
sacrificed for nothing. Level heads until we're home, yes?
Here.
这到底是什么？七，你有看到吗？
有啊。
这到底是什么操作啊？怎么有人加我啊？刚刚那个悠悠加我好友，三小。刚刚那个是什么操作？摸包然后大绝啊！这种
Maybe we should start being safe.
异想天开的这操作。
这是攻防。
对啊。
Bombs here.
这个人也太硬了吧！我操！
还好吧。
There. Enemy spotted A.
Ready.
Two you have. One might have shotgun though.
Nothing shower yet.
Nailed them. My
Let's go. Oh,
Stim beacon here.
还行吧，喵呜。
heaven one heaven.
我现在听。
你连你的后排血量都3000，我觉得。
右后 so far okay.
No, Sova died.
Yeah, I think one more you ho.
Prepare for hellfire.
Yeah, nice shot. One heaven, brimstone.
Spike down A.
Nice.
One enemy remaining.
Smoke's down. Got the spike.
Scanning ahead.
Landing safe, landing safe.
I'm gonna go shower now.
I'm going shower.
Spike planted.
干，我也是蛮恶的。
Reloading.
That's a drone here.
Alright. I'm good.
Molly.
If you have, yeah, have.
干毛利毛利毛利。
I know exactly where you are. Take it.
Nice. Have. No defuse, no defuse.
Last player.
Nice.
Be still.
Good play.
Snack time. Sorry. Only brought enough for me.
Here.
Need a drop.
Here.
So far, can you drop?
Here.
So far.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I need this.
我靠，你爸，真的是很硬哎。
My thanks.
你包发薄了。
硬个屁呀！你那么
Slow,
硬
slow.
九啊，
Even if they
但是你九那个苏瑞吧打不动，你知道吗？
they have shotgun.
你的后排血量有3000呢。
还好啦。
Bomb buddy out.
My god, shit.
Could be long.
Grenade.
I'm holding. Could be in the show.
I think go back. Fact.
Yeah, waiting.
Yeah.
Just wait. We can just rehit. Nice. Let's hold this.
Okay.
They're gonna run out of smokes.
Let's just wait for him to peek.
Yes, right. I can out.
Dart already again.
For me.
I'm gonna smoke in 3, 2,
Let's go.
1.
Go, go, go.
Blocking sight.
Nice shot. TP1, 2 TP, 2 TP. 2, 2, 2. 1 elbow, 2 TP.
Two more, two TP.
Sleep,
One more.
Yeah. I'm holding the cross.
Deploying drone.
Someone is B.
One enemy remaining.
Wow.
Flawless.
Thanks, bro.
They're outthought, outfought.
Match point.
Their winter has come.
Let's
Ready
go
them.
A.
Same thing, we just kill off. They have no info. No
Keep
spell.
up.
Gonna scale D again.
Right, yep.
I'm late.
Okay, wait.
Actually, I can take space smoke instead. Take smoke.
Cypher here. Cypher, Sova, and Brim here.
Okay.
I mean,
I have the spike.
maybe only one.
Hook up clear.
Watching right here, left.
I'm gonna smoke.
Smoke top.
I'm holding my
Wait.
card.
I think one might be.
Let's ram the lockdown.
I still have recon. I'm gonna hold it.
That's okay, I guess.
Gonna smoke now. 3, 2, 1.
Darting backside.
Enemy spotted B. Blocking sight. What's this? Spike planted.
Holding elbow.
I boom bot.
I have city 1 elbow.
One enemy remaining.
My ultimate is ready.
Yes, shotgun.
Nice.
Attackers win.
Look at this wreckage. I'm so proud.
GG. GG。
啊，我被我同行干下去了。
哥的冷酷零下8度。Lonely nice 的 ，fucking nice 的，戳狗 nice 的。James 是戳狗。James
谁是臭狗？
你呀、你怎么那么戳啊？亚马逊官方安安。
你昨天晚上好晚哦。
我都累死了，然后你们还戳。
你们现在是几排？
啊？什么几排？特战还是？
特战的。
特战我现在是单排啊，我单排认可。
哦。
对啊。
哦，单排认可。
你要打。
我也不能。
哎，你什么认可？
神话。
这只是神话啊。
哦，神话好，没事，加油！
不是啊，等，
加油！
当然，你可以跟那个 Lonely 他打，他金牌。
加油！
你等等，你金牌也不行是不是？
金牌好像没限制吧？
有啊，有
金牌有。
对，铁不行，铜银可以。
我最近还没开啊，真的打 RNG。
哦，可以，那也可以啊，看那个你们要不要一起啊？
神话单还是有原因的。
奥斯卡也是可以啊。
为什么你神话连单排都排不进去啊？
对啊，我怎么知道？
符能比较快啦，真的。
符能慢好不好？白痴，符能超久的。
符能才几分钟而已。
符能哪有啊？符能排15好不好？15至20分钟一场。
符能的人很少啊，你要找到刚好有4个符能，刚好有9个符能的人在打。
那个排到会睡着吧？
通常不是都撞神话？
对啊，撞他这种啊，开小号的。
对啊。
然后排到睡着，真的。
真的。
你知道他们上面的人怎么打的吗？
排到睡着然后开始继续睡。
伺服器能勾的都勾他们是这样在打的
啊，对。
对啊，三星他们80几片都在勾他们这样在排。
这边大佬群我先退了。
没有啦，你不能这样子，你要他怎么不见了？
你太丑了，他妈你太丑了。
没有，刚刚如果7开麦他就留住了。
屁呀
！James， 刚刚那个你要说那个啊，你是那个啊，你是她的闺蜜啊。
谁？我是谁的闺蜜？
刚刚那个亚马逊官方阿妈总。
我们 James 不是随便的人。
被你吓到了，他。
James 就很随便。
随便什么？你都在追求我，我都不答应。
你都随便被一发。你说
昨晚那个都不是白金的。
又不是的。
不是白金场。
MVP
对呀。
啊？
开 MVP。
白痴，他4凯打那是同营场
同营场当然 MVP 啊，打白金场都打不了啊。
他妈，他来跟我排，直接妈垫底。比我那个一个要被我带的那个菲律宾猴还烂。James 是故意的。
什么菲律宾啊？
你是香港猴啊，他菲律宾猴。香港猴。James， 你不是说你自己很帅吗？
没有，至少比你帅啊！我很丑啊，还没有。比你帅啊！你这猴子。
我是修成正果的。
你是修成正果，你还是猴子啊！
真的是好恶心。
住山上的猴子跟有人养猴子。你就靠阿七养着你吧。你还是一只猴子啊！你的队友在激烈沟通
这什么操作？
One enemy remaining.
这颗3星。
谁？
翻就好。
你又没做事。
对啊。
Good work, friends. Keep using my vision to
回来了。
我跟你说，当一堆人拿升级在追5费的时候，你就是要抢4费3，因为4费都没人低。
检举阶梯啊，不做事。
我靠！好吧，我要看别人打我。OK， 太好了。
对啊，你看我打，学习一下。
看这个。
我靠！是炸鱼哦。
对啊，还有炸鱼。
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
Hey, let me ask you. Hey, let me ask. Hello.
6。
Let's kill that Reyna.
刀人跟 Ace 你选哪一个？刀人跟 Ace 你选哪一个？
神话巴黎。
刀人跟 Ace 你选哪一个就香？
我觉得
Ace 吧。
Ace 啊，当然是 Ace 啊。
Ace 啊。
5杀跟1杀，但是5杀比较爽。我。
Bro, I'm your friend. Like for a long time already. from Bangladesh, right?
我靠！
可惜。
你打你的神话风生水起，我打我的白金并年下去。
这是神话，那你本牌是什么？
我才白金，我在金牌啊！
不是，我说打的是什么？
Stay down.
嗯，不能啊！
我靠！
你输了啊！
什么三星卡上帝，好恶心哦！
不人打神话不 ace 都对不起自己。
没有。
没有什么。
那怎么赢？你这个17就好了。
阳寿局。
这卡3滴17就好了。
Stim beacon here.
One enemy remaining.
哦，
金球哎！
队友法力无边。
Love it when they make each other impress.
还没死，就这样还没死。
好吵啊，队友都。
叫你哥把东西卖一卖，拼3星了啊！
他们激烈沟通了。
真的啊。猴子在沟通。
这是神号。
会说话的猴子真的不一定。
你可以叫你队友4个家里挂机，东西全部来帮你买枪。
那我打不死。
都没听出来啊！
对，你不是符能打青铜。符能打青铜，你用姿势都打得赢。
真的。真的。
但你拿刀在场上面跑，真是有点难。这有点难。
One enemy remaining. Spike planted.
大鱼到底有什么意义？不是只是让你自己的实力下降吗？还是爽的？
不爽啊！打青铜不爽，青铜都站着没意思，跟打机器人一样，不如去练这样的。
不是我说他们在那边炸鱼有什么意义吗？
没有啊，
不好玩，
没有意义啊，
破坏他人游戏体验。
对啊，
难怪我排位都上不去。
真的。几分？
啊？这也还好啊，没有差的。我们不是到下面去炸。
他神话跟符能没差啦，都是一个段的。
是真的差很多啊，但是
是差很多啊，但是
就已经来到这里都顶端了。
前1%跟都是前1%的。
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
一开始那个找不到队友回
Got him!
Last player standing.
这节奏，
那场
高排场节奏都那么快的吗？
对啊。
So, what's the plan?
Yeah, keep my operator.
Need a drop.
我靠！
I'm the worst.
Placing alarm
哦，
bomb.
你拿下去。
Placing swarm grenade. Need a drop.
我说你直接拿黑马回来。
They will never go stay.
对。
They never.
对你们来讲，大局跟爆头有什么差别？
有啊，差很多。
真的
这爆头就是300人。
爆头是步枪是那个苗头啊，大局是拼反应。
I know exactly.
Last player standing.
哎，完全听不到啊，靠北。南拳。
Anyone have any splints? I may have jammed my fingers. Multiple fingers.
你们这场这不都是秒锁瑞娜的吗？
不一定，每只角色都有它长的地方在。
对吧？你打不好你就不会秒锁了，你就被队友喷
I'll show
成狗。
you, scary omen. Headshot.
Reloading.
Two here.
Here.
这个嘞，卡莎哎，
One enemy remaining.
我卡莎蒂好不好？卡莎蒂。看这个人拿那个大东，超想玩。
Hey, don't run, bro. 为什么他 run 让我死？靠腰嘞！ 啊！
被翻了。
Remember, your weapon is
被
only
翻是还好。
You can't just shoot. You have to think.
干嘛？
气呼呼。
主要是我被害死。啊，射不好就架死他。
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
大东，干什么大东？山西风，二门都一挑战。
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Cypher set up A, set up A, go set up A. 아, 다 말겨오지.
out. 哎，是蛋糕普罗哎。
啥烟啊！我操！傻眼。Don't smoke.
Spike planted.
我看你很想拿大剑做物理道具。
Last player standing.
Bro.
One enemy remaining.
刚才，好可惜。
Just let them try to catch me.
哦哟，可以看打标了，终于啊！
真的。
真的。
不准他妈气氛啊！怎么了？打好好的气氛怎么？
Launching smoke. Molly. Sit still.
Watching stare.
Launching smoke.
看到，操！
不是我帮你建吗？
Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
Reloading.
Spike planted.
你知道他那个回血有多快吗？
对啊。
你知道那个雷娜回血有多快吗？
可是他刚好补枪啊。
我知道。他是2秒回满还是3秒回满？回满。
这样 ，WDUN 这样，我丢你吗？是吧？对啊，我 WDYM。对啊。我丢你吗？
不是啊，你英文白痴哦。
那就是骂人的意思啊。
不是啦。
换了。
我 ，Oh my god， 你真的是不懂。
要不然你讲啊，你讲，你懂什么？你讲啊。
他不是骂人的意思啊。
讲啊。
你凶我。
讲啊。
巴巴的。
不是，你又不讲。
那你凶我不想讲。
Blocking sight, blocking sight.
不是，你这很好笑啊！你懂，你又不知道，你又讲不出来。但是
What do you mean 啊？
啊，你还要查？啊，你跟我说你知道。
我没有查啊，我在。哎呦，你还凶我，真的不开心了。
不是啊，你知道你又讲不出来，我就觉得很奇怪。
有什么奇怪的？
但是你什么意思？
Spike down, C.
I know exactly where you are.
What do you mean?
Spike planted. Goodbye. One enemy remaining.
Nice. What do you mean? 哦，你们香港打 WDYM 就是我丢你吗？
不是，是这样讲，我都不知道。
Last round before the
是啊，
switch.
真的呀，白痴。
Last round to use our craft.
大陆打 WDYM 也是我丢你吗？我屌你老母，就是这样，我屌你老母。 懂吗？
不懂。
Need a drop.
不懂。
Thanks.
那你也得懂。
Let's go.
Hey, Brim, don't smoke here.
Here. Get out of my way. Reloading.
Smoke's down.
还有阿七的人影哎，这么厉害。
开始。
赫兹，你看我，赫兹，你看哦，我抓2只哦。
哇！看，别再卡了啦！
全是艾欧尼亚，
别再卡了，
全是艾欧尼亚。
干，别再卡烂的。
你不知道奥斯卡很狗吗？
电脑刚看叫我重开机，妈的傻笑。
真假？
我现在6等啊，那个4费5%，我直接抓一只圣根那个啊，差了呀。
30 seconds left. One enemy remaining.
Initiated.
No spy, no spy, no spy, no spy.
Team Ace. Switching sides.
There.
Drink some water, reload your mags, and let's get back out there.
但娱乐独特的鬼魅，我想买。
Reloading.
这不买了。
Reloading.
带一把小枪2千。
那我还让他先挑哎，对他多好。
2000算便宜了啦，真的。
小枪哎。
对啊。
你看我让你先挑了，对你多好。
对啊，真好。
Placing sentry. There. Let's make some chaos.
Yeah, I look at B. Let's go.
反正我要的都被拿走啊，就让他先拿。
Blocking sight. Night night.
Reloading.
我就祝你等下拿那个啊潘朵拉道具忘记了。
Bomb buddy out.
Two there.
Here.
Two.
One enemy remaining.
One more.
Team Ace.
See, I really think like
Yeah.
I expect.
阿奇你被好大只。
They try the same
感
old
觉很
things.
肥。
I need Marshall skin. Marshall.
阿奇成为
Marshall
A 圈
skin.
最讨厌的
Someone
人。
have?
Oh, no, I don't have. Let's fake A, go C, fake A, go C. Promise you. Okay,
There.
5 stack A, bro. Cypher, Jet, and me go A. Brim,
I
go C,
anticipated us winning.
Smoke here one time, smoke here, smoke here.
Just go down.
No, why? Enemy spotted A. Hiding in smoke, hiding in your smoke. Watching here. Open. Go. C clear. Run.
Let's go see. Smoke.
Molly!
Placing swarm grenade. Terminated.
Spike planted.
Alarm bot out.
Yeah. No.
Turret out.
Monty's everything.
Grounded.
Reloading.
CT2.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hot. Playtime.
One enemy remaining.
Go B. OB is there.
敌对是晚上小，你敢相信这是神话？有悲臭笑。
Joy. 5 minutes.
I solo A.
One of you go light armor. Soldier. Joy. I know OB so well. Thanks. Go light. You have money next round. Yeah. Walk. Fake A. Do the same thing on pistol round. Cypher.
I fake A. Don't follow.
No. Jack.
Smoke's down.
Omen no blind. Nice.
gun here. Come.
Spike planted. My ult's ready. Camera taken out.
Hold my upper, Brim. Brim, come hold my upper, bro. Brim, hold my upper.
这个大东装饰鞋者会不会太靠背啊？怎么打都打不死哎、直接被他弄破皮，好恶哦、
One enemy remaining.
超恶的啊！
Weapon here.
Sorry, bro.
Remember to talk to each other out there. You communicate, you win.
Placing sentry.
Cypher, Brim, go A. Go. Yeah, me done.
See ya. Satchel out.
Go.
Okay.
Oh, it's wrong.
Blocking sight.
One enemy remaining.
One more to see. Oh my god, timing, KA, bro, KA.
What?
Nice. Bubble pick.
They're all dead? I have more tent
Nice.
to run.
Grenade!
Shoot the bad guys. How's that
Cypher
for a
is
plan?
skin, Cypher.
I need this. My thanks.
Need a drop. Need a drop. Let's fly.
Go see. Pause me. Please, that promise you. B's on box. B's on box. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna take orb and we open door. Okay? You open door, Jet. You open door now.
Holy smoke!
Okay.
Stim beacon down.
I know it.
2C.
One shot. Go plan, cycle. Cypher jerk B side.
Play plan for main.
One flank.
Two flank. One at the door, one.
One fall. Wait, what?
You wrong in gun, bro.
Listen to me, cause I promise you will win.
This place is nice, but not nice enough to die in. Let's win and get out of here.
Let's do the thing with Jet.
I need
So,
this.
Cypher, Jet.
My thanks. Reloading.
Cypher, can you trip A? And then run C with Jet. Just run C. I'll come with you, all three. Brim is the
There.
careful.
What's this? Satchel out. Here comes the party!
Be clear,
camera is destroyed.
No shot.
One A-link, one A-link.
Open up the sky!
One enemy remaining.
Tagged and tagged.
Reloaded.
Match point.
Once we win, just dump all your tech in my lab. I'll fix it up.
Oh.
Weapon here.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks. Turret out. Let's go.
Go.
Launching smoke. New beacon here.
Enemy kill.
Right here.
Bomb buddy out. Blocking sight.
Molly.
Blocking sight.
Spike planted.
Odin, there's... Yeah, one guy.
No charges left.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
One enemy remaining.
56.
Last player standing.
Nice.
That's a lot of them.
Attackers win.
Good and proud.
你们在打啊？
哇，我打不赢阿七的分身。
疯狂嘴追梦。你们还是打阿七？
啊。
真的假的？我要打！啊！那个谁？赫兹打嘞！
干！
我死了！我死了！
你怎么那么快就死了？
我老爸！
看你真的是……
我被卡烂了！
你真的喜欢老八欸？
那个一堆人跟我抢角色，我有什么办法？
今天一起床，满满的负能量。我干！LOL 世界大赛62万人正在观看呢。
真的假的？
干！我来看。
我也来看一下好了。
62万。
我跟62。
透一直达不到境界。太夸张了吧！62万。
至少透一次有拿过一次啊。
是没错。我说直播人数，好扯啊！为啥他们讲话都好有节奏啊？菲克李相赫还没开始打，我以为开始了。
자, 이제 이 10명의 선수들은 최후의 결전만을 남겨두고 있습니다. 그리고 소환사 컵까지는 이제 단 한 걸음만 남았을 뿐입니다. Let the finals begin. 2019 LOL 월드 챔피언십.
我们会不会看到沙皇走？
기원의 대망의 결승전을 함께 해주시는 많은 분들의 뜨거운 환호 함성과 함께 시작하겠습니다.
我操，满满的人呢，真的假的？小巨蛋。
어느덧 가을의 끝이 다가왔습니다.
他妈有人三星卡伤地呀！
他们前面拍这微电影真的很好看，
还不错，
很有那个氛围。Let's go。
이무기 용이 되기 위해 1000년 동안 기다려온 뱀과 용 사이의 동물을 이무기라 부릅니다. 오랜 수련 후 여의주를 얻어야만 비로소 승천한다고 하죠. 어떻게 보면 선수들의 영성을 말하는 것 같습니다.
저는 어렸을 때부터 게임을 워낙 좋아했어서
많은
게임들을 했었는데 리그 오브 레전드가 이제 한국에 출시된다는 소식을 듣고 그때부터 시작했던 것 같습니다.
어렸을 때 사촌 형이 리그 오브 레전드를 해서 같이 해봤던 것 같아요. 선수로 처음 데뷔를 하게 되었을 때 되게 설렜고 기다려왔던 기회가 와가지고 살면서 좀 가장 기뻤던 순간이었던 것 같습니다.
啊，发言好，不见。
중국에 스카우트 A가 들어왔어요. IJ 갔는데 루키 선수가 있었어요. 근데 제가 좋아하는 선수였어요. 근데 같은 팀을 할 수 있는 기회가 있어서 한번
还有那个喵可可偷进来啊，
해보자라는 생각으로 한 것 같습니다.
那是哪一个喵可可？
大师啊，
是喵可可那个喵可可，是的话就很麻烦呢。
是在攻山血啊。
怎么有人大师啊？这个战旗，
你现在知道哦，就那个喵可可，
他大师
过分。
夺冠以后就是自己本身，
他超强的啦，
就跟其他队伍的选手比起来，可能那个时候。
等下我们就全部人一起那个去聘他等，这样一直问他，就每一局都跑过去给他聘。
你就看他抓什么，我们抓什么就好了。
我觉得1、2、3、4家卡爆。
你就跟他讲玩不到，你也别想玩。
对啊，我们都不要玩。他只要抓哪一种，我们就全部那个钱都全部花抓。
对。
我知道，到时候大家都抓不到牌而已啊。
有那个利息，我们就拿那个。
哦。많이 들었던 것 같아서 되게 많이 분하고 힘들었던 것 같습니다. 每一场比赛失利后的感受，更多还是自己很多方面没有做好。 可能这个时候会想着下一场比赛会做，但下一场比赛还是会有做不好的时候。哦，这个时间点可能就会质疑自己。
아무리 힘들어도 그들은 포기하지 않았습니다.
笑什么？
我们一直拼他。
Fisher 你在看 LOL 世界赛吗？60万人正在观看。超屌。
그들의 오랜 노력에
我说什么烂东西啊！干！
T1대
哇塞，赫兹拿最强5费。
七七也是拿最强的。哎，喵可可拿到泡面头啊！完蛋了。
真的。
完蛋了！
不要拿泡面头，等下就知道怎么营运，就跟你上次一样。那个钱很多。
我倒不知道怎么花。
怎么玩？
두 번째 우승은 단 하나도 놓치지 않고 즐기겠습니다.
세 번째 우승은 저 자신을 위한
但他们的微电影真的拍的好好哦。
对啊。
很有那质感。大魔王究竟能不能写下新的历史篇章？4冠。
있습니다. 단 한 팀만이 전설이 됩니다.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the caster desk for the World Final 2023. First, I want to say thank you to Caster John for the incredible introduction, as well as MasterCard and everyone behind. What an extraordinary opening ceremony. And I am joined by the glorious Azael and Chronicler to bring you this final, and we are already into Champions Select. Gentlemen, you're not even able to say hello. Let's go through these bands.
Hello, let's get into it. I've got chills all over my entire body after that opening.
I know.
Just incredible, incredible stuff. But this is going to be so exciting. Game 1, Weibo have selected blue side, and we have to see what they can get done with it. T1 absolutely a terror on red side throughout this event.
And one of the big questions coming in was, what is Weibo's plan going to be in game number 1? Seeing that they are the underdogs, we have our answer. 100% Faker's playing a different champion this time around.
This was such a discussion point of would mid lane be that focus? Maokai left available, but you have to know Rel is available for owner, and he has been stellar on it. There's a lot of options here. Bot lane focus could be big as well, and they're going to do it right away.
And this is the thing, the Kalista has been such incredible priority. It was something actually used against T1 in the JDG series, and I think Renata Glask is the most important champion for this series as a whole. Crisp, incredible on the champion. Carrier, of course, debuting it in their very first game in the Swiss stage at Worlds. So this is very, very important, especially to see what the rest of Weibo's plan is.
And not only does it deny Crisp, we've also seen Carrier himself be extremely successful on this. Carrier Renata, Renata, Kalista rather, incredibly hard to deal with. It will be the Shy going back to the Aatrox, which has been the main blind pick, but Zeus immediately in game 1 pulls out his Yone. Also Xiaohu will be playing the Jace, meaning we get that Maokai Jace combo that has terrorized the Rift all year.
Yeah, this is going to be incredibly exciting. Getting the Yone here, game 1 in the finals. T1 getting spicy already.
And is it actually the Yone for Zeus? That's the question. Faker. Because Faker has played, I believe he celebrated his 70th unique champion this year. People have been talking about Faker's champion pool. It's a really interesting topic, right? Because we don't know how much he's been practicing recently, but I think he's played the most champions professionally out of any other person on the planet.
Exactly. I mean, this guy is the consummate professional. He's such a grinder. He's been back from his injury quite some time, so you have to give him that respect that he can play everything. It is going to be such a focus down towards bot lane, though, now, as T1 are the ones blinding their bot lane. They're going to be banning away the Varus, the Ashe, two of those really highly prized picks. Crisp has been playing more of the enchanters, though. He's moved towards things like Lux and Eimer when Renata was gone. So I'm going to be interested to see where he actually takes us.
I'm also really big fan of the band here from Weibo, because we now have, I think, Owner's best champions. Rel and the J4 at the front, but Sejuani also was quite strong, and taking that away might put Owner in a tough situation, and he has been the player that improved so much throughout, or rather from summer to the
我跟你讲，他超强的，我一直都打不死，不知道怎样。他有个猛人。
没差，至少让他不用连胜。
Ari coming out, and that does immediately make you think, could it be a Vi as that last pick? You know, the Vi Ari pairing has been so popular throughout the year. There's also an angle to play like a Poppy or something like that if we get more dash-style champions coming out from Weibo. But it's going to be Senna TK just trying to neutralize this bottom lane here. And we'll see how well that's going to do.
Yeah, this is something that a lot of people have been talking about as well. The fact that Light and Crisp can go back to this style, we've seen already that they can play to great effect. We'll see what the answer is going to be, though. Hard engage into the Tahm Kench is something that can be a little bit difficult if it is a single target. So maybe not the Vi here, and maybe it could be the Poppy for Owner. We'll see where he decides to go.
I feel like Wukong could actually be a pretty good answer.
Lee Sin! All right.
哦，汤肯奇加那个三娜，冷帅又是剑魔。
And something that for T1 was a really big surprise for me was that when you look at the way that they beat JDG, it wasn't just with these style of comps. They actually opted into more team fighting. This time around, though, this comp needs to win in the early game. Faker and Owner, Guma and Carrier, they need to start stacking dragons. They need to get ahead early, because if you get to the mid to late game, look at the front to back on Weibo, right? This is a composition that's really hard to engage into, and if T1 ever lose map control, trying to get onto Maokai, trying to take down individual targets against the Kench is going to be extremely difficult.
When you're second to those objectives with Maokai saplings in every brush, you're going to be getting poked out by the Jace, which could be difficult, but both teams lacking a little bit as far as the hard engage goes, but T1 does have the ability to pick people off, you know, with the Lee Sin, with the Yone, with the Ari. They want to be moving around the map, they want to be pushing out lanes, catching people in transitions, taking these skirmishes as often as they can, and we are just moments away from getting onto the Rift.
Exactly, game number 1 is upon us. Of course, T1, a lot of finesse possibilities with a composition like this, but I look at Weibo's draft and I think we've seen these styles of draft so many times in the past, staying tried and true as we head onto the Rift for our very first game. T1 coming out swinging, and Weibo, I think, ready to pick up that punch. See exactly how it is going to go. Worlds 2023 game number 1. Let's do it.
And already, I've got to point out, it's triple TP for Weibo. Crisp is going to be taking the TP on that Tom Kench, so feeling that they can't necessarily get pressured heavily enough to actually get killed. If he feels he's going to get chunked out, hey, you TP back early. You keep up that farm as much as you possibly can, but it's going to give you the advantage in playing that map because they will have that extra teleport come mid and late game.
Another thing here is what is the level 1 going to be? I think that one of the other really underrated parts of the Senna Kench is how strong their level 1 is.
Exactly right, but just a reminder to connect your League of Legends account with Prime Gaming to grab the exclusive Braum W emote. And if you haven't done it already, my goodness, I mean, just do it. Just do it now. That'd be fantastic.
It's a really good emote. Yeah. And you saw there as well, no opportunity, unfortunately, for Weibo to use it, at least for now, although Fade might come through, but I do think the level 1 of Weibo is so strong, and they're clearly expecting this, so T1, I think, very smart to opt into this and take the risk in game 1 of the finals.
And they were pretty good at utilizing Tom Kench in that level 1.
我给他一个口头警告啊，警告他一下，太嚣张，警告他一下，口头警告啊。
That is a good idea. Faker on his 4th unique champion here for Worlds in game number 1 of the final, but of course Ari is one that he's
I think there's going to be so many eyes on the mid lane because Xiaohu has not been performing to the level that people were hoping for from him. You know, he hasn't been having that incredible tournament, but now here in his first ever World Final, he's got this feeling that it's going to be Weibo win.
Exactly. Well, Piercing Darkness coming through there from Light. Not too much, just a little bit of a tussle, a little bit of checking each other on the bottom side of the map. As Faker now trying to push forward, Xiaohu just having an okay time here as the Jace into the Ari.
And we'll see if we're going to see, and rather where we're going to see the early jungle attention, because I think for T1, obviously, self-explanatory, Dragons and Heralds are incredibly important to pick up early, but there is an opportunity to try and go for these aggressive plays. I think Weiwei in particular has been really good about consistently finding bot line angles, although he is currently pathing towards bot. We'll see how T1 can cover for Zeus, because he is already shoving in, and if you can get an early kill on the Yone, it can really set him behind.
Well, an Owner's going to use this to invade, right? He's going to win this duel against Weiwei, so he's just going to try to get right in his face, push him out. He knows he has that pushing top lane, and we'll see how this fight does go.
Yeah, nice little sidestep there to avoid the sonic wave.
我发现我只要开始玩比尔吉，我直接开始连败。
比尔那么强？
我不知道啊，我只要一玩这个阵容就会连败，而且输到死的那种，感觉人家要14连败，这样11连败。
He could look for the 50-50, but he risks putting himself in danger, so it should be Owner grabbing the wolf, and they can continue this pressure on. He can look towards mid now, as Xiaohu's in trouble.
Yeah, Owner immediately moves over. There's the flash. The Q's going to land from Owner, but he decides to not go in under the inner turret, and Xiaohu looks to try and fire back.
This is just great stuff early on here from T1. Owner, 3 camps top, moves into the enemy jungle to cover Zeus on the push, then uses Zeus' pressure to move down, steal the wolves, rotates over towards mid where Faker has that, now into a bot side scuttle. This is really clean, really well pre-planned play here from T1.
And I'm going to be looking towards how are the junglers able to punish the lack of flashes.
W as Faker gets the jump. He stomps it to the skies, but I don't think it's going to be enough because his flash is already down. And first blood goes to Xiaohu.
And I haven't even finished my sentence, or Weiwei does that exact thing. Punishes Faker for being that far up in the lane, and all they gave up for it was a wolf camp.
And we said Xiaohu had to have a good series, had to have a good game, and what better start than a first blood on the Spring King from the LPL in his first World Finals.
And you mentioned it already, Chronicler. Xiaohu is a guy that's had a lot of attention from a lot of fans and already starting to silence some of those doubts. But it is very, very early days in this one as we check out the replay. Really good pathing here from Weiwei.
Yeah, this is just great from Weiwei. It just wraps around, did skip that topside scuttle, and I think Faker potentially thought he was actually over on it. Just comes right down, pass immediately there, is not going to be able to get out as Faker committed the flash for that trade earlier on Xiaohu.
And if you think back to the spring final, or summer finals rather, that T1 wasn't able to win. It was in large part because Genji identified if you get Faker off of some of his comfort champions and you put him down early by a lot of repeated jungle attention,
I 怎么一直回血啊 ？What the？
we've seen that they can
为什么你一直回血？
and particularly with drop like this, You need to win. You can't try and
作弊哦。
kind of go through the middle. You know, maybe pick up a dragon or two. No, you need to be able to
作
dominate
弊
from the
对不
get-go.
对？
And RE Pre-6 is one of those champions that you really can take advantage of. You know, that is why Azir was so key for T1 in their playoff run. And Weiwei, it's interesting to note that it was that first gank in towards mid. You know, he has been so heavily prioritizing these bot side ganks throughout Worlds. In the LPL, it was much more about playing towards the Shy, but at Worlds, it has been about playing towards Chris, playing towards Light. And I really wanted to see what his game plan was going to be coming into Worlds, because clearly T1 would be prepped for that.
Well, and they're going to clear out some vision. As you can see, Control Ward in the Drake pit. First one going to be a Chemtech Drake, and Ona is going to very happily join Keria as they look to take this one down. So at about 6 minutes into the game, we'll have our very first dragon. Faker coming on over, not going to be able to steal anything away, just getting some information here for T1. They will be able to secure this dragon. So that is one of the steps that they have taken here. Still, they're going to need those big advantages like you guys were talking about in order to make this one work. Looking here towards the bottom side, Gumayushi has a huge advantage over the Tahm Kench, but something that you would expect. It's not necessarily a lane you can really judge on CS.
I mean, you can see it in both top and bot lane, though. You know, these CS differences obviously is the Tahm Kench versus that Kalista, not comparing it with the Senna. But both top and bot, significant CS advantages already here for T1. Mid slightly favored towards Faker despite the death. They are out-farming their opponents, and that's why they're still up this slight amount of gold despite giving up that first blood.
And this is something Weibo was also able to do. The Shy specifically against Vin was able to use the fact that the matchup was isolated to push really heavily for big CS leads and then take those leads into mid-game fights and carry them.
And when we talk about comps that are relying on these early game advantages, one of the ways you can do it is just by stacking dragons. You're playing Kalista, you're going to have bot side pressure. Even if you can't establish a massive gold lead, if you take these early dragons and put the pressure of that soul on your opponents, you circumvent a lot of the weaknesses in hard engage that your composition has. You draw your opponents to you, you force them to challenge you at these dragons where you are going to be set up for that fight, where you are going to be in the advantage.
Right now, it is just a bit of trading in lanes. Weiwei going to go home, collect himself a book and a Control Ward, try to get back
我看你是很喜欢鳄鱼哦，每一局都玩鳄鱼。
It hurts a whole lot more. I
没
feel
有
like
啊，
Weiwei
你已经第三局
got
而
it
已
sitting in a lane by himself for quite some time. He's
这个
actually still just
我
level
也没
5,
办
same
法
as
玩什么
everybody
啊。
else. And Gumayushi still playing aggressively.
你不知道他是印度巨鳄吗？
Zeus's soul is relatively unbound as he just
这已经是他第三局玩
shoving
鳄
these
鱼。
waves relentlessly
今天跟他玩，他
into
就一直玩鳄
Shy's
鱼。
turret. First plate has gone down already here for T1, like you were mentioning, Azale playing into the advantages in gold that
干
is
完
now
地
taken
马
up
注
to
定
about
要输完蛋了。
And my expectation is that T1 is going to use
没说的，
this
我
top
刚才
lane
9得100就
prio
打
to
得上。
secure Herald without too much difficulty. Faker almost
啊，
well
你比尔更好打，你打这样
already has
子，
his. But with this Aatrox being perma
你
pushed
要被鳄鱼
in,
转
should
爆
make
了
the。setup for
更好打，
T1
到底哪里好打？
And they have
哦，我
also
都还没有可可
already
连胜。
rotated over
所以啦，你怎么
Gumayushi
断
and
的？
Keria. So they're going to secure this. That might
奇迹。
question
蛮勇
becomes where are they going to throw it down? Because the two obvious solutions to me would be either Zeus or Guma. Obviously, Guma already massively far ahead, but a Yone in a side lane, I think is one of the biggest things that Weibo might not be able to answer.
I agree completely. I think it should go towards Zeus. He already has the push. This is one of these hyper-scaling top laners that he already has the early push. You can harass those towers, harass the Aatrox with the Soul Unbound, and you get him
我操，有
that
小
big
撒
gold
谎
lead.
哎！
This guy can make miracles happen in a 5v5.
有
Zeus
小撒谎
has。been simply incredible throughout the World Championship.
certainly has. And now Faker is going to dash in, finds the charm onto the Tahm Kench. Faker has to get out of there though, can't be snared, but the hostile
哦
takeover.
这个
Gets
刚
so
好
much
哦
work
哦
done
哦
now, it's in for the kills there.
1比1，
Now going down low is Faker. Dashes
真
forward
的
once again, but it looks like they'll have to settle
1
for
比
one
1人头数。
And Weibo, they see that T1 is at the Herald, they rotate over, and I think they try to recuperate, but that's
Jungle.
sunk cost fallacy because they just walk up, T1 finds the angle, and Weibo give up the Herald and a kill.
Exactly, and maybe going to lose some farm down on bot side as well, because Chris has no TP, but Zeus.
Nature's Grasp comes in, he gets pulled back, he's interrupted from the ultimate. Zeus does get a knock up there and a shield, but I think he's still
哦
dead.
上路又被 game 到了，
From the Shy.
Weibo able to punch
完
back
蛋
on
了
the top，
感
side.
觉
You can
伟
see
伟。
Owner hanging around that bottom side, potentially threatening as Guma and Keria are going to push it in. Already have taken a plate themselves down there, but great kill back on the top side does help to equalize the gold there for the Shy.
Yeah, gold now actually completely fine. The Shy might even be able to pick up plate as well, and crucially, Zeus doesn't have TP, so actually is going to lose out on this wave, unlike Faker when he was ganked earlier, who just TP back to the lane. Not going to be the case here. And it's the second time that Weibo, the initial play might not work, but Weiwei pulls it back.
Exactly, and Zeus just couldn't use that ultimate quite fast enough, you know, so Weiwei was able to get ahead of him, blocks the ulti, and then from that point, Zeus says, you know what, I'm dead either way, so I'm going to hold on to the flash, but that is an unfortunate death for him as he had so much pressure on top side, so much tempo, and a lot of that is going to be lost now, but not lost in the mid lane where Faker has continued to push in, continued this relentless aggression here despite being that first death.
Yeah. Even though he did fall down first up, Faker is pretty good at bouncing back from initial deaths. The global taunt that he's had for the last 10 years seems to be the thing.
The most ganked man of all time.
I think it's probably true, but also he's played like the most games out of anyone else that still plays currently. So it's a weird stat to go towards. Bottom side of the map, we do see a reset coming through here. Gumushi and Carrier, not quite towards the first item yet for the cluster, which would be pretty important for the next fight coming up. See what they can get for themselves.
Yeah, you see as well already, Weibo is moving up. The second Drake, I think, is really pivotal. There are a lot of good Drakes still available for T1. No Chemtech Dragon in particular.
We know exactly what Drake it's going to be. It's T1.
It's Cloud.
It's got to be the Cloud. They've got the most clouds out of any other team at Worlds.
You don't want them to have Cloud Soul, particularly not with the amount of mobility on the team. So I think that Weibo is going to try and contest here. But T1 still are the ones with control. Their front side cryo is now being found by Light and Crisp. Herald being placed down just in mid lane to try and pressure Weibo out and get a quick move into the river.
It's going to mean that that dragon should belong to T1 if they can get control with it. Faker sticking around for the cash. They will be able to gather it here. Orb of Deception going to go wide, and it looks like Faker's not going to stick around for another plate. As Weiwei going for a reset, they're going to give up the second Drake as well.
Yeah, I think there's just no real angle for them to contest from this point. Owner drops the Herald mid, they get Cryo there, they reestablish Cryo down on that bot side, move up through the river. And with Carrier and Guma at such a strong point early on in the game, it is going to be Cloud Soul.
Yeah, it's not a question mark. I did tell you. I informed you. I didn't pose a question.
Well, Atlas, I always want to believe that you're right about dragons. And in case of Clouds, I gotta say, you often are.
Yeah. And do you know who was actually the one that told me that my love of Clouds was actually okay? It was Azael. As Crisp is taking some damage here towards the bottom side. It's all right.
I've always been a Cloud believer.
Yeah.
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 Move speed turns out pretty good.
It's a pretty good stat. And Zeus not going to, he's actually going to utilize some move speed to move out of the Infernal Chains. Look at
nice
that.
Transition.
Proving your point immediately, Azael. You love to see it. Owner is here though. It's going to be a 2v2. Zeus taking a bit of damage as the Q comes down. There's the ulti. Nature's Grasp, but look at the knockups, the kickback. Weiwei punches him out of it. Dawning Shadow Blast through to help get the kill onto Zeus. It looked good for T1 and Weibo struck back.
And Light saves the play. T1 make the call before Zeus has back to all in on specifically the Maokai. Just finished his demonic embrace. Weiwei is able to stay alive. Light keeps him there. And a big win for Weibo.
They thought they could punish the missing flash that had been spent as Carrier looked for angle. Wolf blinded. They wanted to be able to burst him down. Faker.
Yeah,
maybe
has come through. Foxfire coming down, but they do have to invest the ultimate. Faker now not going to have that for the next play, and that's what Xiaohu wanted.
What to see now. Shy getting more and more ahead now in that top lane. You know, has taken a couple plays, does have the kill and the assist. Core Drinker completed, tier 2 boots done. Zeus with that big farm lead is still keeping things relatively even, but both those scraps on the top side have gone Weibo's way.
And again, Weiwei to me has been the crucial factor here. 100% kill participation thus far, able to make sure that T1 doesn't get that momentum. Now I don't think that T1, particularly with the dragon stacking, is necessarily in grave danger, but this means that the gold stays on parity, that Weibo still gets to scale into that mid to late game, where it can be incredibly impressive to enter as the Shy might be getting ganked.
Yeah, Carrier's going to move on up here as Zeus is going to break those chains. Carrier's looking for that handshake angle as already the Shy's done a fair bit of damage, but I don't think it is going to be enough as it's Alco Gaming for the Shy and he will go down. Owner grabs that kill.
Owner, nice kill on the top side. If 2 doesn't work, bring 3. Bring another guy. Carrier on the roam up towards top side. Wasn't really expected, I think, to be up there. The Shy thought he was going to be safe, but now dying there with no TP does mean there's going to be a pretty big push. You can see Guma. Of course, you have to compare that with Crisp's goal.
Oh, brings him back in with a twisted advance, the kickback as well as Weiwei gets out the punch, and now Xiaohu coming on in. He's going to burn down, and no bailout for you. Light's in a bit of trouble, but the charm is not going to get it done because Crisp is there with the denial with the devour. And T1 have to run away. What a play from Weibo.
And continuously, they are getting out skirmished. Weiwei should be able to get the execute here. So nothing given up. And Weibo walk away victorious again.
Weiwei has just had such an incredible journey as a player. You know, this guy first starting on V5, came in with them, played with BLG, and since joining, Weibo has made such a difference with this team, has really transformed the team, has such good pressure in the early stages, and him getting going early always spells good things for this team.
Certainly does. Let's have a look at the play one more time.
And as we look here, initially it looks like T1 wants to back up, but Weiwei goes very far back, but then crucially barely stays alive, right? And with him getting away, there is no bailout value for Honor, and the fact that Faker TP's in doesn't matter because Crisp is standing at the ready with Devour.
Yeah, Crisp is there, and Light with some nice little side steps. Don't think the charm would have mattered even if it landed because Crisp was right behind him, but well played on the sidestep nonetheless. T1 though continually going towards these objectives. They know they need to keep pushing the pace and Weibo
干，
here.
这些人都可以轻易久等的吗？太扯了吧！为什么他们都有办法久等啊？哦，耐心学习的。
Pretty far away from this one. And Zeus is moving in, gets over the wall.
别该
There's
了，
the
我
ult.
还
He's
7
going to
等
be
呢。
dodged as he gets himself out of there.
你拿到进化论了？
我才6等啊！
那你想想那么多。
Flash from Light and they get the Herald. Really nicely done from T1. That is what has been going their way all game long.
And now I'm wondering, can T1 also get themselves to this Dragon in time? I think they just have enough time to still get the backs in, make their way, spend their money, and then try and set up this soul point very early on. Because while when it comes to gold, Weibo has been able to stay very relevant.
其实血量都很接近啊，没有多少。
Gotten every single objective thus far, and it will at the very least force Weibo to maybe make some tough decisions once Zeus in the sideline becomes hard to deal with. Because I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up going for Hullbreaker again.
And this is such an early soul point that they will be moving to. Their third dragon here taken, if they can get it, around 17 and a half minutes into the game. You know, threatening that 22, 23 minute soul would be a really tough spot here for Weibo. So they have to get mid lane control. They have to be able to push this out, then move into the river. They want to be first to the scene. You can see Weiwei trying to keep these saplings down and harass T1 as they try to move in. But in the bot lane, it's Zeus with the push there. And if he can get Pryo down to that bot side, they can potentially set up a flank from multiple angles.
Yep, Owner should be able to put the Herald down here as well to help them get that mid control, get towards that dragon. But you can see Weibo don't want to give up the river right now.
我只是说我这个经历，我这个阵容，实在是啊。
Charm is going to connect, but Faker probably not wanting to go in on that one. You're going to connect from Owner and T1 just keeping up this pressure, allowing Weibo to move into that river, knowing they have Zeus very close to that bottom wave to keep pressure in the lane.
Exactly, Zeus threatened moving up. He went, just did the Gromp. Now he's down back towards that bottom lane, pushing that out. So forcing the response from the Shy. T1 are happy in this stalemate position right now. They still have the Herald to work with. So if Weibo overcommit towards the Dragon, they can just drop Herald mid and guarantee that tier 1.
Carrier is going to miss the handshake, but the Q's going to land from Owner. Wait. Could avoid it with a twisted advance. Owner not going to go in as the Everfrost. It gets the Devour. Gumayushi getting himself out of there and utilizing his ultimate to save Carrier as well. But that is so many cooldowns. And now Weibo have started up the Drake.
Weibo might be looking to go for it. They've also used a number of cooldowns themselves, most notably the shot and Weibo's ultimate. We'll see if T1 tries to go for an alternative play, just push mid. But it looks like Weibo isn't even going to get the opportunity. Oh no! There's a King Flash Shower who's going to be pushed into Faker the Black Ball with the charge.
他质量很顶啊，可是我不知道为什么他打输我。
他应该要输我了吗？我不知道。应该会哦。打输他了，干你啊！他很够恶心的。
哦 ，T1 这波大节奏，我靠！
看一下，
转播还宕机，操你妈！
真的。
First fight that T1 have won, but they've lost that dragon stacking that you were talking about earlier, Chronicler. And so we'll see whether they can grab that next one and keep this level of pressure up, because 2,300 gold, is that enough of a lead for this early game composition?
And there is a reason why Owner's lead has been feared. And the funniest part to me is this play doesn't even matter because Xiao actually is able to walk it up. Another miraculous survival. Faker doesn't get the chase because of Crisp, but then it's Zeus who got put down in lane that makes the hero play.
Exactly, comes in on the other side. There's no Devour because Crisp was over saving his mid laner, trying to defend there. So Light is left vulnerable, and Light is punished big time. T1 getting that major gold injection, and you can see a lot of these towers that they've been pressing. If you look on live, Faker taking down that top tier 1, a lot of these turrets have been getting lower and lower from this T1 lane dominance.
Yeah, you can see there's a lot of relief on Tom's face there as well. Hoping that T1 can get this mid game sorted out, stealing away some Raptors. Full vision given over to Weibo. 3.5 minutes on the clock when it comes to the Drake, as in goes Zeus. Xiaohu just boops him away, and Owner is going to come through as well. Xiaohu in still a lot of trouble. Safeguard comes in, Xiaohu moving away from the Lee Sin to the skies, comes down. The Devourer is there, it was Crisp coming forward, and he saves his mid laner, but that is a lot invested.
That's the problem, is that even though Xiao makes it out alive, Crisp uses TP, and they're not even going to be able to save the turret. So even though Zeus isn't able to actually clip Xiao, who he sidesteps the ultimate, it's still a big win, and the Hull Breaker is in fact done, and it makes him such a menace in the sideline.
Exactly, it's incredibly difficult to deal with
him.
Tanky. And one of the most underrated parts about this is how tanky it actually makes the cannon minions. They become very difficult to actually wave clear out. It allows you to harass your opponent, but Guma
could be in a bit of trouble here as Crisp looks for it. The immediate cleanse does get out of the way. Nature's Grasp isn't going to connect, but there is the twisted advance. Hostile takeover across everyone with the shine. It's just gigantic. Guma trying to lock away the Fates call, the knockups. And meanwhile, Weiwei's going down. Faker collects it before falling down. Crisp has to go
T1 这波大节奏哦，就一波节奏了，超屌！
但我YG卡住了啊！干。
Guma refuses to go down. Carrier saves him, coming in with the hostile takeover in T1. They're on the Baron.
And it's Renata that does it again. Carrier standing at the ready, keeps Guma alive throughout all of it.
网页又挂了我靠，一直挂
picked up the dragon, but after this fight, multiple kills going over the T1. Baron secured, and it looks like the first grade might have been broken open. The early game comp getting it done.
And here's the replay. We'll see how it all started. It looked like a pick on Gumayushi.
It did, but it just took them so long to actually get to him. You can see everyone from T1 is coming as fast as they possibly can, and all the time that was bought here by Guma allows them to arrive, allows the hostile takeover here, hitting across multiple members. Light is forced to even flash out, just trying to avoid it, but Owner knocks him down. Guma dances out, using that ultimate with Carrier's help to peel him off.
And we're seeing one of the big issues with the Senna is that if you're playing a front to back, Senna feels almost impossible to deal with. Particularly with Kench, it's really hard to take people down, to get through the front line. The kite deck's amazing, but if you get caught, particularly by something like Lee, you don't get to play the game.
有啊，干3个火
炮。
炮。
怎么输了？好废啊！
我还跟金火炮啊！
哇，你这个怎么打？
他前面不是很强，怎么输了？
外圈刮。
It was a bit of a split there from Weibo with their decision making moving forward. It could mean
三星贝尔维斯，谢谢，我要投降。
打他！我刚刚
现在要打他。
我刚刚录他一波怎么没人把他送上去，被他做出来？
谁知道啊？我被他打爆啊，但是我打他很久。
我才7等，我连那个5费都递不出来。
我才刚上8而已。
又一个雷之三星，
哇，这个神仙对决，
被阿成遇到。
我刚才那个尼拉左右反复横跳，他被打太急，一直跳一直跳。
刚他没3星，我就把他打烂了。
地板很烫啊。
我要跟超多钱。
剩3星，雷之3星，我只有打一圈可以赢，手炮也赢不了。
我跟你讲，你赢不了我，真的啊！啊？
米拉升星，
赢不了，真的啊
3星剑魔拼一下，
因为我那个瞬间杀很高，我会把他那个尼亚直接融化掉。我网页挂掉了，看你。
我网页也挂掉了。地牌啊！
麦香柠檬红茶，爽快无敌，新上市。
我不知道放什么。
熟悉的麦香，最对味。
没事，这2只我自己得不到，我也不要让人家。
哪2只？
阿里。
T1 just got to gather themselves a little bit of extra standing gold in a turret. Not exactly the end of the world, but it's all just more money here for the coffers of T1. These shock blasts starting to land a little bit. Lands on a faker there, but they're going to need more of those if they want to stop the pressure.
Shock blasts do hurt, but T1 is just playing so intelligently around this. They drop that pick forward mid. Zay's playing very far back because no one's answering top. You know, as T1, the only recourse in this game Weibo have is to overload
等一下，我在第一排，
get a 3v1,
你不要作弊好不好？
get a pick kill, then attack the
谁
rest
作
of the
弊
T1
啊？
squad. So until they show top, there's no
不要
reason
命
for
啊！
Zay
卡两
只
只剑魔，我靠！
plays it calm, cool,
被
and
我
collected,
是挂了
allows his team to get those incremental
真的假
advantages.
的？
被他弄挂了。
你看他的，好恶
这一局的
哦！
宝箱可能一箱就把他砸死。那他还2只3星阵，
我
他拿那个够大宝，他拿对气门石，
靠呗！
然后3颗龙牙。
哎，怎么都没有泡面头啊？谁卡我啊？是
根本就没有
你
人卡
是
你，
你卡
自己拿不
的，
到而已，根本就没有人卡你。
你这个废物！
哇，这个箱子一直砸，哇！
躲不过，我你那刮了一下还躲不过。
哎，这场很幸运，那个商店很少出来。
Exactly. You know you win the 4v4 and you win the 1v1. So as long as you have eyes on Weibo,
希望
you are
十
chilling.
杀。
You just have to make sure you're not getting
哇，
caught
又
out
做
too
防御
heavily.
塔。
As it's going to be a large move.
Faker waiting over the wall, wants to land that charm to start this fight potentially, but no. Weibo just back away. Not wanting to
拜托
take
Faker 一定要赢啊！
It is far more
我想
within
看
their
他
favor and with more information. And that is a very difficult thing to gather here in this game. You talk about saplings, things like that, all these opportunities. If you can't walk out of your base, they don't do a whole lot of good.
Does get very difficult. At the very least, you can use that to clear out brushes, to move forward, try to reclaim some vision, as they're going to do now. Knowing that T1 is on the reset, they will try to deny some of this vision, but the death cap is going to be here soon for Faker. You can see Wit's End going to be pretty soon as well for Guma. These third items are going to be coming through when the GA comes in for Owner as well.
我就当掉，看你。
But they are really going to look to dominate.
太多人了啦！谢谢林星。
为什么是先写领赏啊？
真的。
他是改名字是不是？
没有吧？好像其实本来就是谢谢领赏，只是我们一直念听吧。
干就你啊！
对啊，
又不是我，
被带坏了。
你看就那谢谢聆听。
对啊，
可能是我嘞。
就你啊！
推脱，就你们在推脱。
You're setting up for a perfect carry ultimate, right? You know, you all try to flash in, try to go for that engage. If you're trying to follow up on Weiwei's,
看怎么又是他啦？操！
又是船长，我又船长了，好不好？
船长很强。
不要可可哎。
对啊，船长可以帮你打在下面的，第二、第三名。
我们要遇到喵可可了。
哎，又是他哎。
对啊。
到底是哪个 T1？ 哎，他没有啊，他原本就叫 T1 喵可可啊。
他T1其实不错啊。
对啊。他是我们的那个喵可可啊。其实你知道吗？
我说他是不是不知道是我？
是啊，他知道，他在我们房间呢。他一直都在我们房间内，老姐，真的啦。
我刚完全没看到他。
高腰。
高腰。
他一直都在啊。还好你没问他说，你不把他放眼里。
And T1 don't even have to give up Owner's GA, right? He could play that aggressive knowing that he still has a GA available as a whole. He might have a flank here.
Oh, carrier.
外面卡烂呢。
I think they might know.
Going to face check.
Now they know.
Just saw him hop out of the brush. Not quite sneaky enough. The shock blast comes in eventually, but that is going to put enough fear into Weibo.
他们拿4龙。
Yeah, like 3 hits. Cloud Drake. Yeah.
He is just going to kill that thing so fast. They're going to start Baron at the same time. They're just going to start it up. I think at this point, T1 feel that they can do everything at once. And Weibo, you've got to make a stand now. There's just no way from this position you can give up a free Baron.
Well, Weiwei is in the vicinity, but...
又挂的是怎样？
外面直接卡烂。
持续力。
哦呦，T1直接杀到高地了。哎呦，剩一只树人。
And the early game, T1 not able to get a bunch of crucial kills, but they don't let it phase them. They are able to find the one skirmish they're looking for, take the Baron, and from that point on, Weibo doesn't get to fight back.
And now 1-0 here in the world final.
有了啦，赢了啦，屌啊！飞克我的神。
It's tough, right? Weibo did win out in a lot of those early game skirmishes. They were getting the kills, but T1 played an immaculate objective game. And let's face it, they were winning in isolation all 3 lanes, and that is such a problem. Even though Weibo was making these ganks happen and they were getting some kills, it always felt like it was T1 with the push in the lanes, with the turret plates that they're taking, with every single objective.
And I thought the game might have stabilized to the point where Weibo could go and try and get to that late game. But then the moment that fight in the T1 jungle happened, when they tried to collapse on Guma, they just didn't seemingly have the tools. And I think that outside of Weiwei, it is actually hard to lock down a target. And that turned into the Baron. From that point, the game was done.
And I have to give so much credit to Zeus in this game. Was incredible in the isolated 1v1. Yes, he fell down to a couple ganks, but coming back from that position, he was a monster in the team fights.
Not to mention the fact that he was still up in CS even after getting caught in a few of these ganks as well. But a pretty exciting game number 1. It is time to throw it over to the post-match and see what the desk had to say about that first game.
Well, thank you so much, Atlas. I will agree with you, and I think we all will, in terms of how exciting the beginning of that game was, how back and forth, and to me, how T1 very often tried to get that kill, but Weibo was sharper in the beginning. I mean, a great start to the series overall, but what were the biggest takeaways, maybe the biggest surprises straight off the bat in Game 1 that you had not expected?
I mean, I kind of want to start with draft because we're like, are we going to attack the mid lane pool? I feel like people had cited that Gen G did so in their finals against T1. We saw the Nico and Ori bans coming out of T1 and then the Azir Silas bans coming out of Weibo right off the bat in this draft. I actually thought this draft from Weibo was a really good answer to what T1 liked to do in the game, and even with the Senna TK locked in, it kind of set back, like they couldn't do the same really aggressive level 1s that they want to do around some of these pushing bot lanes. So I thought it was a pretty smart draft coming out of Weibo.
Yeah, and I actually am kind of surprised by what T1 opted in for here. One of the things that T1 have been very good about is just handshaking the Orianna with his Halo Blades Azir, and it's worked out very well for them, where they're able to take down the Orianna, and Azir has been a fantastic pick for Faker. So I'm kind of surprised to see them opt into both the Ori and the Nico ban, trying to target Xiaohu, because it only pushed him onto what has been his comfort. AD champions have looked fantastic for Xiaohu over the course of summer, and he actually looked really good in this game, even if he couldn't get it across the finish.
He did, right? And we were talking so much about how that would be a huge win con for Weibo. In the top lane, though, you called it. You want to take your page out again?
Is Zeus the counter pick that he has already shown into the Aatrox? Yeah, I feel like a lot of risks were taken by Weibo in this, playing the denial bottom lane, giving T1 what they want, the Kalista Renata to play, and then allowing the counter pick that Zeus already showed, and the impact that he had with this Yone, the ability to carry here, the dragon fight towards the bottom, then towards the late game. Don't even have to say. But it was massive when we talk about quality over quantity for them. But I have to say, if you're talking about biggest thing takeaway, and we're looking at some of the early plays here, Oner's Lee Sin got locked in. He was 45 and 10 before this. Now he's 46 and 10 on it. But my goodness, Oner has just been so good this tournament.
He has, and especially Lee Sin is such a confidence pick, right? That you want to go off on.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about, like, in T1's draft, right? This is a draft that I think a lot of people, especially in spring, would criticize them for a little bit, just because it is like, we are better than you mechanically. Like, Oner is so comfortable on this Lee Sin. Zeus is so comfortable on this Yone, and they're like, we can just flat out beat you with these. I did actually think both junglers performed really well in terms of like tracking each other early, responding to each other early. We talked about Weiwei as kind of when
赫兹就凭你。
struggling in this tournament a little bit, it has been Weiwei who's been the most stable player on this Weibo team.
And especially when he got set behind early, you know, get the invade, get this play into mid, but Weiwei responds super well by immediately wrapping around, burning his own flash because he knows that Faker's flash is down. And you think at the moment, oh, well, he probably should be going into his top side, trying to go for a scuttle crab, trying to match the fact that some of his camps have already been stolen away, but it's a great response from Weiwei. And again, on this top side, helping out the Shy, just setting up perfectly, even walking in front of the ultimate there from the Yone to prevent Zeus from actually getting away. Weiwei did a really good job of controlling the early game for Weibo and making sure T1 couldn't run away with this.
Phenomenal job indeed. It was interesting because it wasn't that much about the bot lane in the beginning as we anticipated it might be. Weiwei really good at counter punching whenever Owner pushed early, but I think then when you go into the mid game and some of these engagements,
这是他的配瑞兹好强哦。
And guess what? You want to see how important these junglers are for their team? 100% kill participation on both.
That's pretty good.
Sides. I think the big thing I do want to point out in terms of when owners look comfortable, right? Like every jungler, Kobe, you know this. If your lanes are pushing, it feels really good because you just have so many options. And then here we see this is such a signature pick for Owner. And even though Xiaohu escapes, they talked about on cast how a lot of these fights ended up being split up. So then you have stuff like the Yone that can then just come in and do so well on his own in these split fights.
Yeah, Zeus is able to cut them off, even though they get the dragon with the 3-person engage there. And as you said, they chased everybody else off of the top side of that fight so that they could then collapse, and Owner gets to pick up the extra kills here. I mean, it's made even more important because of, like we talked about, how rough Owner's summer was.
Yeah.
He's really been a linchpin for this team, and this game one from T1, you know they like the snowball.
Yeah.
They're going to play these snowball compositions. They get a bunch of these early objectives, but how do you stop them?
It's crazy. Maybe we know in the second game, Weibo is going to stay on the blue side, of course, also what they selected for game one, but it wasn't really a draft issue, was it, Dada?
No, I don't think it was. I think it was more down to an execution. Now, I think you did have advantages for T when it came to, hey, we do have, as Emily was already pointing out, a bunch of pushing lanes. So, hey, when we come to first Rift Tower, we have the Kalista and the Renata that get pushed. We have the level 6 that hits first because Light is trying to catch some XP from the jungle. So they use that level 6 advantage to get the early Rift Towers and start to get that gold lead kind of ballooning. But it was decisions from Weibo to say, hey, we want to try and commit to that. We want to try and make these fights happen that end up coming back to bite them later on.
But a very, very good game out of T1 to kick us off here in Seoul at the World Final. And Riot's annual charity voting campaign is going on right now. Each year, the Riot Games Social Impact Fund selects 84 nonprofits that are leading impactful and meaningful work in 28 regions. Through November 30th, players can log in and vote to help direct over $4.5 million in nonprofit grants. Scan the QR code below to place your vote. Each player only gets one vote, so make sure to make it count. We'll be right back with Game 2.
Big has to get out of there though, can't be snapped. The hostile takeover gets so much work done. The Devour's everything.
但陈西西然后升级耶， 还好自己的人没有拿到升级，干念免费招待券。
Grasp flying forward. Owner still has that GE. Remember, Chris going down so incredibly low. Zeus just executes the Shy up to the side, and there is another one. This guy's Yone.
看那评审这边激动，网又当掉，操！
小小薯条想到就吃。
喵可可是什么东西啊？
Something dark clings to me. Has always lived in me. I see destruction and despair. You brought it to light, Jin. Good, evil, the line blurs. I keep spiraling down paths I never thought I'd walk. There is light in me. I can't lose sight of it. And the colors come flooding back. Open your eyes. Every question, every burden, every vision.
我靠，不是吧？干，我的连胜，好恶心哦！这什么东西？擦烂。嘿嘿嘿嘿。擦烂。干你娘！要喝啥小啊？还好他钱花完了，干我以为他没花钱，会吓死我。你们拿到什么啊？
金蛋。
黄金蛋7。哦，干比尔，秘法爆发 ，OK。
我打谁啊？
我等说拉西啊，真是，
真是。
发战争红利耶，干！
战争红利。
阿七要发大财耶，他装备还那么多没装。
谁？七哦。
阿七。
交省七你装备都扣那么多。
他那个啊，空投啊。哦。他有空投啊。
啊你就挂2件装啊。你不是有？
我要让他转。
你水滴给好运姐啊。先给好运姐1颗啊！你在干嘛？
你不要管。
你给他啦，他要蓝 buff 啊！你不给他，你这样他要转到什么时候？
他叫你不要打扰他了，嘘。
不是啊，这样你要转到什么时候？我就纳闷，你会转到自己挂掉。你不先穿1颗上去，他要蓝 buff， 他这样永远拿不到。真的假的
？99滴血，他打赢了100滴了，他满血了。
他一直在回血啊。
一直赢，一直回，一直赢。
白痴，没事啦，我跟你讲，我等下就把它录下去。
哦。
为什么这种垫底都要抢装啊？滚去自杀好不好？哦，赫兹，你要拿我的，而且在看我。
你又没说你要什么，我直接干哦。
你看啊，你们都一直抢。
你就没有讲在那边。
别想。他跟你说别想。
花之君这么派。
别想什么？他在想什么？那头可是伤到。满满的负能量。哇，100滴了，他真的回满了。
我刚才就讲了，他回100滴，7的1罗伊已经3星，我还1星。
打喵啊！根本斗不起来啊！
炸弹把你炸群街啊！跟你讲，
好凶啊！
炸死你群街！
好凶啊！好凶啊！好凶，好喜欢呀！噔噔噔噔噔噔噔。哦，3星好运了嘞，真的来噔噔噔噔了，这么强哦！
你可以打爆我的1罗伊啊！
为什么？我打赫兹耶，靠腰，赫兹应该质量那么低。
哪有你的？
我的都没在提升呢，送你啊！我就是faker，我等下回来拿3冠王了。
去 faker。
Maokai lock in here, but I don't know whether you're necessarily super excited about seeing a Maokai, see where Xiaohu is going to go. I kind of expect a jungler just to keep these solo lanes a little bit more up in the air, unless they just want to grab the Aatrox and make sure that can't be banned away. But no, it is going to be the 3-piece Shadow Isles with the Maokai lock.
And specifically, Weiwei obviously had an amazing game. It wasn't enough, but his early ganks were really good. And if the team didn't fall behind the way that they did, might have been able to set up objectives the way we've seen Maokai do really since last year at Worlds. Champion has been around for a while now. Now T1 can either try and secure owner his Rel if he wants to go in that direction. Poppy's another that we know he loves, and popping into Kalista specifically, I think is a really good angle.
Silas, also a good option. It's available for Faker this time, and anytime Maokai's there, it's really, really strong to be able to have that counter engage. Basically just have the more powerful version of that ultimate. Sen ult has some value for cross map as well, so definitely a strong angle, and also a pretty good denial pick for some of the things that you might expect them to go towards.
And also, it does mean that T1 is now forced to ban away. Blind Silas can obviously be punished. The Jays, I think Zhao actually had a great game on the Jays last time around. They were able to play around them decently well, just didn't really end up mattering when we got to the fights. But T1 going to try and make sure that Faker does actually get through the lane. Last time around, we saw Weibo target Owner, and I think they're going to try again. Even though it didn't work out, his lead was still incredible. Poppy and Rel, to me, are no-brainers.
Yep, the Sejuani will still be up and available. Permafrost value alongside a Silas in the mid lane can definitely be very, very scary, augmented by Zeus picking up something pretty strong, Bruisery on the top side.
Exactly, and almost guaranteed you think Zeus is going to play one of those types of champions. It's going to be an Aatrox or Ione or something along those lines. That could be a strong pairing, so it's tough. I am almost more afraid of the Sejuani from this point, even though I associate owners much more with the Rel.
Pick your poison, and they said no. We prefer not to. That can be up to owner if you would like. And so we'll see whether it is going to be the Rel or the Sejuani.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting choice. I mean, I think if they go Sejuani here, they're going towards double melee pairings, but instead it's going to be the Nocturne. So denying some of the ability, I think, of the Shy to play through side lanes. Potentially, you know, you're worried about some sort of side lane picks, some ability to 1-3-1. This really makes that difficult. And it also, if you have a flanking pick coming in from Zeus, some sort of a dive buddy there alongside Faker and Guma, or excuse me, an Owner, it could be really tough because you can turn off the lights, throw the stolen Maokai ult.
The Renata and the Draven are quite strong, but it means that then you have to deal with Zeus getting counterpick, right? And Zeus, his Yone has been taken away. We'll see what else he can bring out against the Aatrox here. As Zhao, who have of course been a large number of mid bans already, is actually going to go for the Ahri here.
Yeah, so the Ahri is going to be locked in. Is that an insta-lock? Okay, there we go. So the Gwen going to be locked in here for Zeus. Something that has been picked into him in the past, but I won't talk about it too much. If you are a T1 fan, I imagine that is definitely going to cause some pain. But this is really, really fun. Zeus really fighting fire with fire there towards that top side once again into the Shy's Aatrox.
It's going to be interesting. We haven't really seen Gwen do that well at Worlds, to be honest, because it's one of these picks that takes a long time to turn online. And I feel like you can see Zeus play the opposite in this matchup, where he's going for the lethality build and Aatrox, and really kind of has earlier and more powerful power spikes, because this Gwen is going to need a couple items before you really start to outshine what the Aatrox can do. That being said, if they can get to that point, T1 has an incredible 1-3-1. They really can attack those side lanes so heavily with the Nocturne as well, and you do have that flanking top laner that I was talking about as the final piece, Stolen Maokai ult. You have the hostile takeover, you have the Nocturne ult, you have a flanking Gwen. All of this being thrown at you with the lights turned off is so hard to deal with.
And my expectation as well is that with a lot of attention should go again towards the bot lane, we'll see how the Shy can recuperate after a pretty rough game one.
Exactly right, but fist bumps have come out between our coaches. It is time to get onto the Rift for game number 2. There is match point on the line for T1, and Weibo could bring us to a best of 3 here at Worlds 2023. And I think everyone is aligned in just wanting as many games as possible here in this final. The last couple of years have been pretty good as far as games in the finals are concerned. And so hopefully they can bring us to one of those, even if it could bring some heart attacks here to the Gochok Skydome. I imagine that it could be a difficult time.
Yeah, since 2018, it's only gotten better, right? We got 2 free zeros, that's not so great, a free 1, and then back-to-back free 2s.
Yeah.
And those are the most fun and stressful.
Certainly the most stressful and the most fun. Chronically, you're exactly right. And here we are into game number 2. Weibo gathering up towards this bottom side. And T1 not going to be walking too close to where 5 members were positioned. So nothing to worry about too much. And you guys can remember, you can log into your Riot account on lolesports.com and watch Worlds Live to earn exclusive Worlds emotes and icons. And see whether Weibo or T1 are going to be flexing any of those in the game.
And you can see that side lane board here from Weibo trying to maintain side lane advantage. They have to be winning out in this 2v2. They need to utilize that Calista to be the one stacking dragons, much like T1 did last time. But T1 did take the time. Zeus went in, got that deep ward, so then I have full info on where Weiwei is going to be starting. Is going to be looking for this top towards bot clear, because it's going to be this classic Weibo playstyle that we have seen so much of at Worlds, focused towards bot with the Kalista.
毁天灭地啊！
吸什么鼻涕啦？有够恶的！
什么擤鼻涕？弹舌而已啊！
这个白痴，他后面船长热心，在前面来一起。
So the T1 bot lane is very aware as the bot lane already out from Gumayushi. His light's relatively low as well, but that is definitely a trade that goes incredibly well here for Weibo. Zeus also taking a fair bit of damage towards this top side. Weibo Gaming, they are not backing down yet.
Yeah, it's getting spicy here early on. Chris takes out his heal, but they get the flash off Kuma, the ignite off Keria. Light pretty low as well, but they can just push this in. Reset, and maybe if Weiwei.
干真的，赫兹你是怎样啊？惯性死亡哦！
我都进不到牌啊。
Shahu likely can walk it out, but we'll see if he's
哦，你刚刚玩的那么好的。
我都直接把我的钱给榨干了。我刚把我钱榨干都没有我要的牌。
好扯哦。
50几块，50几块都没知道啊。 说我要怎么打？
If Weiwei can get around mid lane and help Shahu out again.
Big difference this time around is that Owner doesn't actually have could go very aggressive because of Zeus having the prio. Not going to be the case here. You see as well, he wants to harass, but he needs to respect.
完了，遇到这三星。
Have shoved in that wall wave and can rotate over at any moment's notice. And falling behind with your Nocturne early can be a bit.
Exactly. Owner spent the time to do that, so he's only completed the 3 camps.
我差点就可以完成4杀他的梦。
He's going to finish up the Grump before the Wolves are completed there, so we'll have a little bit more tempo on the map.
啊，是啊，那叮叮咚咚，叮叮咚，超级乖。
Making sure there's no sort of a freeze going on, because Guma had to take a super early base and a horrible buy, as all he was able to get was the refillable on that first base. So Guma's going to be in a pretty tough spot when you compare with what Light has on the other side.
Yeah, it looks like Light pretty happy to go towards the Kalista that was so incredibly effective for T1 in the last game.
白痴，我刚刚做一堆哦，烦死！那你这个到底有什么用啊？我就问，这圣三星有什么用？
side lanes, because if you don't have that tempo advantage, things can go wrong. As the Shy does take a bit of damage here from Zeus, but just some biffo back and forth between the 2 top laners, and both of these champions having a fair bit of sustain.
That's a good, yeah, good adaptation as well from Weibo. Instead of opting into Silas, then they make sure that the Ashe is taken away. I think Ashe in particular can make any Kalista lane really hard to play out.
他自己在烧哎。
对啊，神会赢，他那个护盾爆炸很痛。
不是，重点是他谁卡我泡面呢？我就差那一张，我就可以把那贝尔斯打烂。
就第1名啊！
我刚刚做一堆，太投了啦，这样那个喵哥就投了，不用让他爽了。
Nicely timed on the skip and slash there from Zeus. Pops the ghost early, has the E buffered as the Twisted Advance comes through. So he ends up on the opposite side of Weiwei, so the Bramble Smash can't knock him back. And now Owner on the invade here, trying to put on some pressure again.
但他要让他爽。
贝尔维斯3星啊，
对啊，大红雨，全部秒杀。
他应该还想造一个什么，然后去打。他血来那么多。
不知道啊，你自己看他后面他有什么。我是没有看过4K3可以打赢5K3的啦。你2只也不会赢哦，2只也不会赢，真的。 主要是你4K3还是坦克。有啊，这还有一个复制啊。啊，你自己看他要多造一只5K3呢。阿里又当。
with him now having a CS lead. And something we haven't talked about at all, it's going to be AD Ari, because he is playing clean work and he has the Kerchi's shard, so I think it is going to be Static Shiver. I think this is going to be AD Ari. We've seen quite a lot of this online. This is kind of the new evolution of what we were seeing with AD in that sort of style.
他故意的。
他等阿里啊，他等阿里。你看，
阿里山啊。
对啊，你看我就跟你讲，他造什么？来2张看好4费3，他妈还没跳全部灭了。
他还有2个 Nico 我们那是肉可可。
跳过去还是灭，我的。白痴，浪费时间。
哇，还打科科，
被他塞到而已，他在求什么？
哇，那人家是很晒。
这个人啊，晒爆了。确实。这一家只有
只有
他一个打球，
你是不能玩的。玩到好累啊！玩到我都想睡觉了。
我就问爽没？
啊？
点爽没？
点爽没？
反真的点爽没？
你说那谁？我吗？
没有，不是有个喵一直拼灯吗？爽没？
哇，干了，现在躲掉了。
你现在作弊。
我靠！
感你们都玩不累的哦。
哇！
哦啊！刘秀在干嘛啊？
我下去送头啊！我靠！
他躲掉很帅，然后哈。哎，你们要看那个世界赛？
在看吗？
边打边看啊！
超精彩的。而且重点是那网页一直挂掉，是怎样啊
？53万人。
对啊。很帅。很帅是怎样？很帅还尬笑。T1 教练不是换了吗 ？Koma 已经不在了。哎，完了！哦，我靠，越塔杀了秀！
太热爆啊！
我的 fuck！
剑魔是很强，是不是？怎么每一局都有剑魔？
很强啊！算线霸了，线上霸主。
还是我们去玩单中。
我靠，3个人围之关围不死。哎，完了，快跑快跑！
哇，3只这只，哇！
哎呦，绑到绑到！
地板那个触手是茂凯，是不是？
对啊，茂凯的啊。
哇，这
塔莎，削！
他们没钱，哇！
削！削海，真的削！
真的不给他经济。
犀牛号，一起来看世界赛。
你看那个吧，那个什么退取的比较好，
比较稳是不是？
退取的很稳。
YouTube 一直断。
退取也有74万人在看，快75万。
哇，75万了！我操！
完了，惹下要单杀飞克了。飞克你别狂啊，真的。
他玩那个是达瑞文是不是？飞克那一只？
不是，塞勒斯。
我以为是达瑞文。
都叫塞勒瑟了。达瑞文是这只 AD 蓝色那只。
下面那个是珊娜对不对？刚才那个拿炮的那一个。
对啊，珊娜5费卡。上一版本的炮手。
我看他那个5费3的那个珊娜好像没有很强。
哦，这个是波激烈。
下一版它变2费了。
哪一版？谁？
珊娜。
40啊，珊娜变2费了。
是啊。
我昨天有看一下。 我昨天有玩一下。
它什么时候更新
？22号吧，跟手机一起。
哦。
这样手机跟电脑是可以连线的。
对啊，他们讲的。他们那时候说在学校可以跟你玩的。
这样子。用手机很卡。
但有人说21号。
说我上课一圈就要跑来找我下去。
对啊，你不用上课了。
你上课那头。
然后上课上到一半头低下来，老师要点你，不要吵，我在抓牌。老师直接一拳过去。
5费3啊，被他低过头。
让我的你先闭嘴啊！
不是，你会不会那个5费3的时候那边当？老师说谁在等啥小？干，我很怕你会这样子。
御侍者撞下好痛哦！哇，这御侍者这么强。
干，我怕你蹬一个手机被扣走。
他那个3大只有补3次兵，3大是辅助是不是？
对啊，3大是辅哦，他手很长。
我以为他是 AD 耶。
也可以是 AD 啊。
干，特许也在卡干。
哇，漏炮车，亏。
喂，分页都开哦，哪边卡就切哪一边不就好了？
好扯啊，他们电脑跑不动。
啊，直接去现场应该不会卡，我觉得。
靠背。
靠背呀！
现场应该不会卡。
你飞韩国啊？
他那个聊天室一排在那边。
妈的，你还没进场，你卡在那个海关呢。
对啊。
直接被关在小黑屋。
我怎么记得那个达瑞文走路跟那个 Faker 玩那只很像？
扣在右后的。
哇！卡视野哇！
我靠！
我在抢吗？
没有被吃了。
哦！哇！可惜。
经济才差那个超多1000。哦，要单杀了，下了吗？
这个关
太硬了。
哎，这个狂捡是啥血？
这个关该不要单杀了 Shy 吧？
单杀 Super Shy 啊
！Super Shy。
打入 BG 是那个中国队伍是不是？
对啊。
对啊。
微博 Game。
微博 Game。
又当了，干你！
有啊，退取。
快，现在退取没当，赶快切退取。
可是你不要开始。
都一样啊。
那是网页的问题。
对啊。
我都不会卡
会。
为什么他们在旁边等那个兵线互打的时候，那个兵线都不会打他？我每次在那边等那个尾兵的时候，那个兵线都一直打我。
这就是他精英你铜牌啊！
根本就没有铜牌，我搞个铁牌。
对吧？
我真的不爱玩这个。
这个是夜曲是不是？
对啊，哦，你也知道哎。他的大招就是要关灯啊，地图会全部变暗的，跟欧盟一样。对。
大部分认识，但是我不会玩。
还有一跟 Rina 一样。
对啊，就是丢一颗眼睛在你脸上啊。
75万的。
哇，这个补刀术。
看这光看人数好像特战打不到的。
感觉特战还年轻啊，这个
low 历史有。
对啊 ，low 好像已经办10几年了。
对啊。
是10啊，还10几也忘了。
我只知道这款游戏2009就有了。
Faker 打到65岁还在打。
我不知道。
Faker 刚出来打的时候，你还在妈妈给我哭。
左下角冰室冰室。上面还有冰室的旗子
冰室赞助哦。
对啊。哦，要抢吗？这个御侍者。哦，没想到。我在打他。哇，这也
好扯哦，3个打4个，
还打赢，我干，好扯。
其实他们教练团很重要，那个 Ben Pick 选角那个很重要。
这个游戏对面选的我们就不能选。
对，竞技就是这样。然后还编角色。
他们是编几只啊？
不知道。
他们这局预测结果是 WBG。
这都很难讲啊，因为他们都会拖到蛮后面的，然后很容易一波倒就直接被逆转。
你说 Faker 戳的那一下吗？直接逆转，
就有可能，对啊。他秒解，进化秒解。有帅直接被剪爆。
我每次都看不懂一局的萌到底是怎样，我就不知道为什么他们那个招式打一下，然后人就扣那么多血，我都看不懂在玩什么。
有 TP 啊，这个就跟你玩特战支援的概念一样啊，你支援慢就是回防啊，人家打完了，然后走了，你才过来。
他们传送不是可以传到塔跟那个眼睛？
对啊。
然后他们不是放那个眼睛？
对啊，不然你地图是暗的啊。
插眼。
对啊，要插眼。
你野区没有小兵可以传啊，你就得用插眼去传。
而且你看他们很屌，他们会记时间，就你可能有插眼的地方，什么时候被他听到按掉，他都知道。然后他就来 gank 你，然后你就不知道为什么他在这样。
刚才那个3大怎么从中路直接射到下面了？
大招，全地图大招。
这样应该不会很痛。
还好，主要是给护盾。
那个微微玩的是谁啊？那只是什么？
猫凯啊，素人啊。
他怎么长这样？他买造型。
对啊。
哇，这个会剪，一直剪。
我最近的大学同学，他们也开始打 LOL 了，就女生。
真假啊？为什么啊？
他们说新的那个1折造型
约吗？
你说峡谷啊？峡谷很无聊。
拿峡谷啊。
我都觉得这很无聊
有啊，有一个想学战旗，我跟他说我改天再来教他。
哦，你出师了。
我反而想学这个峡谷要怎么玩。
你不用学，这很难啊，真的。
有够难的。
没有从头开始打就没有基础。
主要是这个学太久了。你吃兵资源什么的都要学。
小白兔。
跟我叫朋友。
哎呦！能杀吗？有帅！哇！哇！
你看他们的走位超扯！
哇靠！哇！114哎，好屌啊！
有帅直接被干爆了。
我们是被剧透了吗？
怎么？被谁剧透
？They're going to take the dragon, the only thing that was working for Weibo in this game.
And it's again, I think that sense of desperation. They don't have a great vision set up. They don't know.
我觉得不会玩峡谷的看不太懂好看在哪。
就是你可以看那个啊，他们
的会战来回的操作啊。
他们在闪技能，你自己看他们射手站的位置，不会说很前面。直接去接招送头这样，很重要是站位的。完了，Faker 空招，但是没差赢了。有没有？他们在走位。这长得像叉 I， 敢叉 I 有打峡谷，好扯。身兼多职。Hospital Flick， 他等下拿大狙出来抽，他是3啊。哦，老鸡巴。破。
剥皮辣椒，微辣回甘，风烤锁住鸡汁，肯德基剥皮辣椒纸包鸡。
57万人在观看。
这把很凉哎。
你说微博？不会啊，因为这其实很难讲啊。你中后期有可能开一波团没开好，一波倒就可能输掉了。这种就是好看在那个不可能的时候，然后被逆转的。当你都觉得他稳的时候，就他来一波逆转，超扯。这走位，我靠！
哇，干这闪掉，哇靠！哇，Faker！
你知道阿里那爱心阵是怎样吗？
那什么？
你只要吃到那技能就被魅惑，你会走直线，等到你只要吃到那个技能就爆了，你就死了啦。
靠！
他那个超近距离扭掉
我靠！
那个叫做风骚走位。
我看到那个夜曲买了一个黑色。
他刚那个走位超屌的，这么近还闪得掉。感觉是福能身法。你看这么近，发爱心，
我靠！
扭掉了，他没扭掉他就死了。
然后这个夜曲超屌，他直接顺过去反打。
对啊，就马上拉开了。
哇，那个还回头给他补盾，那个辅助是谁？
打的都是极限。不到手写不会操作。没有，那是抖音才这样子。太神了！经济差来到快6000块。啊？
要打单双吗？
单双？
对呀。
LOL。
对啊。
我刚玩完战棋很累，你打。对，我看比赛一下。我要看 Faker 夺冠。
我希望微博可以放那个沙皇出来，我想看那个，我想看 Faker 拿沙皇。
拿不到。
你要其实是要看那个 Ben Pick 的，你拿也不见得发挥得好。对，有些时候他们故意放给你选，结果是在陷阱。他故意选 counter 你的。
那个 T1 只有掉2个头，好狠
哦！
掉
一
颗而已啊，那2个。
一个头。
2颗啊。
一个。
1比9那个才是呢。
你要看眼科吧，哪里2颗？你眼科哦。
他怎么夜曲有死1次？
你要看眼科啊。
夜曲跟关各死1次啊。
可能被野怪弄死吧，不知道。
在塔杀他不会。
哦，塔杀对啦，关那时候跑去送塔，他跑去送塔。啊，你如果玩峡谷，你就会听到 SQ 了，对了，就检举你。你知道 SQ 就是那个被野怪打死。
我知道啊，传说对决跑出来。
对啊，你应该很常这样子。
没有啊，传说顶的。
真的假的？传说福能是你。
我们说好像没什么好看的，来这边先想一下晚餐吃什么，回来就直接3比0了。
没有，说不定会有帽子戏法。你以为2比0的时候就来个2比2，让2追3。
T1 等等打 BO3 之后直接绕亏。
这都很难讲，真的。
魔咒。
对啊，有可能就被让2追3哦。
上一季的魔咒，操，延长赛都不会赢。
很恐怖，好不好？超恐怖的。你要走了？太早了。很早了。
Moving towards the Baron pit. It is 25 minutes into the game, and T1 hasn't gone for a Baron just yet. You can see that they have changed a little bit.
Very reserved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
看这个关的那个补兵数也太高了。
分钟兵啊，
分钟刀啊，
对啊。
I think because they were near the Baron pit though, they
其实基本上每波都吃到了。
we're going to be playing around that now.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say it counts as them starting and you're just walking by, saying hi to an
那个上一场的杰西300刀。
就吃那个啊野怪的。
Because they have been on the forefront of these meta shifts, right? You know, Carrier, when it was this double AD carry meta,
300刀又怎样
was incredible. Being able to bring that back, being able to have Owner on Lisa and Guma.
我会觉得关那个剪刀那个剪很难不尾到兵啊。
And their comfort is working out so well.
哦，越塔又杀了帅，哦，刚才了帅直接被弄爆，没游戏玩呢。 干超狠的啊，鸡歪！
这个051等下回去没饭吃。
惹下说他到底惹到谁？真的。
惹下回国可能会被抓去劳改。051。
不好就针对商务在打，
好扯。
跟那个打那个 A 的那个是一样的意思啊，针对商务打。
他把他让他完全没发育，
直接让商务直接炸掉。
商务可以去中立了，真的。
他051这样经济应该差很多。
不会哦。
你就等投影拿自制手枪在打大局啊？就这样。
只要打大局你就超强，敲到一枪头就可以摆下去。
主要是你要看他的刀啊，051是还好啊，他160刀，所以应该是要比对面装备还要多。
差2件套啊，他只有1件成装而已啊，人家已经做3件了。
他们经济差了5000呢。
对啊，怎么玩？
差5件已经
完了！
完了！
哦，还好。那个就是被他爱心亲到啊，魅惑。哦，你就知道那个吃到那个金眼等同于爆掉了。偷吃巴龙被抓到了。
哇！
不要被抢！哦，还好。
不会。我可以反打。
好狂！哦，干这个宙斯来了！
哇！
宙斯超痛又弹，杀小做坏了。那个是费3的关来了。
哦，费克要死了。
这个死掉。
哇，这波。
Zeus doesn't care, dives into multiple people and uses his lead very aggressively. And this is where I think you really see the goal difference. Weibo get close.
你看，其实打这压力超大的。
Get some health bars low, and if they had items that might have been enough, but instead they just have to watch T1 walk it off. The only thing invested is a flash and a stopwatch from Faker.
没输，
主要是要他那个 buff 啊，他们拿这个是为了要推塔。会强化小兵。
哦，应该那个阿里亮人头哈，一起飞过去配合关。
靠，这个花500块。
其实他们也处理不太了 Faker 跟那个关，有没有剪掉啊？
那红牛跟巴龙的广告，
他们那个一直吸战力挺猛的。
这个现在玩的就是他们一个失误啊，或不小心啊，一个人先去送掉，就可能送整波了。
哦，这个关很危险啊！
他们打不赢那个关了，等差太多了。
他们 AD 经济也差超多的，干，让那个瑞文跌到拿头，那个钱直接巨款。
要开团了。他们感觉要开了。
他们一直4层的。
还不错。
哇，直接开坦克哦，真假的？
直接开，我靠！
我靠！我的，直接把坦克剪爆了。我靠，冷下。 哦，结束了，记耶！
宙斯牛逼！
我只能说赶下班啦，3比0，真的。
飞哥笑了，
飞哥笑了，
怎么那么轻松？
哇！
我靠！ 要跟飞克同队压力超大的，拿3座冠军的人。
看队友也有啊，
是没错，可是那都很老旧成员，他们这种很多是新血加入的。
哦。
他们原班人马那时候在 SKT 的时候，很多都就走掉了。
哦。
或者他们不是有拿一次世界冠军？
对啊 ，S2啊。
他们不是也很强？
很强啊。
不是 MVP 是那个 Toys。
你知道那时候他们组那个战队超好笑，他们打野才白金而已。
是啊。
对啊，那个球技。
不是中路野兽吗？
对啊，那是他打出的名号啊，他后面很强啊。
啊，不是金牌仔吗？有白金哦。你高估了吧？
我听是白金的。他说他最高到白金而已。所以他们赢了那个冠军，后面也没想打人，那绝不可能的。
我觉得其实，在早期打到那样就已经算不错了。
很强啊，那时候已经很强了，而且他们是那个自己认识的，然后就这样组一支去了，没有任何经济资源。
你们知道有一个选手在 T1， 然后他从 SKT 嘛当选手，然后现在是教练。
谁啊？
盖。
精忠报国。